Hello and welcome in, audience. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the Monday Timber the Wizard show. Welcome in. Hope you all are having a lovely Monday afternoon. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much, Raichu, for that subscription. What's up, indeed? Welcome in, everybody. So excited for y'all to be here today. We're going to be playing some more Fallout New Vegas, which I've been enjoying greatly. That voice mod, indeed. Indeed. Welcome in. Good to see all y'all friends. Oh gosh, they're starting soon. It's in the way of the captions. Lord almighty. If it's not one thing, it's another. All right, that's a little bit better. Just scooch it up a bit there. Feel like you're at a baseball game? It's great. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That big box seat. You love to see it. Welcome in, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well out there. Let me give Raichu a quick little shout out. Let's open the show with a little Raichu shout out for that lovely subscription. Let's do the thing, Julie. If I could just find the button. There it is. Boop. Don't send the raid. Just do the shout out. And poggers. Sims 4 Classic. Starting soon screen with fantastic music. I mean, it was a great starting soon screen. Fantastic music. That one feels like a little bit of a cop out. Let's do another one. Hold up.
Oh no, this is my house. I was like, who is that? It was me. We came back to my house. At least I got lost all the way home.
Amazing. Yeah, make sure you check out Raichu if you're not. But yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for being here. We do have a couple of new mods in the chat. I took some time over the weekend to craft some new legendary +1 magic swords. And yeah, they'll probably be peeking their heads in at some point today. But we of course have Goldmoon here. Goldmoon, I was thinking, you can of course feel free to decide what your magic weapon looks like. But I was thinking that maybe your magic sword is probably, I'm thinking something elven made. You know what I mean? Something kind of like light. I was thinking like it was like it's like a finely crafted elven blade that's like so thin, that like. The blade has been crafted in such a way that it's so thin with so many layers of metal that you can like cut light with the blade and become invisible. And so that way nobody ever sees you coming. You're just from the darkness, from the shadows, from the invisibleness, slicing dudes down. I thought you would like that. But you can of course feel free to choose the nature of your magic blade in any way, shape, or form. And I am curious to hear what the new mods are gonna choose for theirs. 100%. But I'm so excited that yeah. That's what I knew you would love it, Goldmoon. Yeah, that's sick. Hell yeah. Absolutely. 100%. I'm glad you like it as well, Raichu. Yeah, we give, I'm not gonna put them out on the front line. Layers of goodness, absolutely. Yeah. Layers of finely woven elven magic. With runes on every single layer, folded together, an infinity layer thick, on the micron level. I'm gonna be putting my mods out there with good shit. I'm gonna give them the top tier magic enchanted goodness with Goldmoon the OG, 100%. 100%. You gotta equip your soldiers with the best you got. They're on the front line. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad that y'all are here today. Let's go ahead and dive on into the Fallout. Let's see what kind of wackiness we can discover. Because so far this has just been a nonstop trip and a half. Like I don't think there's been a single session of this DLC that hasn't just been unbridled wackiness. which I'm into. I can dig it. Oh yeah, we were in this weird place, which I feel like could describe most places in the Fallouts. But anyways, so yeah, there wasn't really anything down here. Surprisingly, I was kind of shocked that this was like a whole, like there's some weird cages and shit in here, but like there's nothing really down here. Oh, Mistress has a world building thing. Cool, 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 cool. Perfect. Yeah, let's shift into that. Let me just do this real quick as I get the thing up. A race of wolf people called the Furna. They have a superior sense of humans, a sense to humans, and have a belief system that involves tracking the stars. Oh, that's cool. Oh, no worries, miss. No worries. I'm always more than happy to accommodate. Yeah, so now, what does the map look like this? What's happening? Hold up. Let me refresh the page real quick. There it is. All the dogs. Oh. That's so many different dogs. That's real good. Wolf people, yeah. A group of lycanfolk people. I love it. So many dogs. Amazing. So I was gonna say, because we have the Discord launched now, I am putting into production what the world building is going to. Oh, they're right by the Pot Clan. I'm sure the Pot Clan and the Wolf Folk have a very good good relationship. No, the cat is like Among Us, right? He's like the imposter. He's sus. I guess is what I'll say. But anyway, so now that we've got the Discord, we're gonna be putting you're gonna be able to use channel points and boons in order to be able to build characters as well. I'm finalizing the rules on what that's gonna look like. And in the world, and as well as like updating what the world building channels in the Discord are going to look like, and you're going to be able to track your characters and such in that way, so that way eventually we'll be able to do quests with those characters as well. Oh, Mistrich with even more dogs. More dogs. I'm just picturing that, you know, that meme of what's it called? Whatever Star Wars movie with Kylo Ren, and he's like, more more power. Should we how does Furna Village sound for the name of the for the title of this place, Mr. You like that sound? Oh. Furna Village. Feel free to disagree. We doing all dogs? Yo, dog, I heard you like dogs. So I put a dog in your dog so you can dog while you dog. This is a village, so let's make it something nice. Let's make it like a nice little green circle. I think we should name something else, but IDK what? Well, this isn't set in stone, so if you have another idea, you can absolutely pitch that, and we all modify it as need be. How many big places are called Mansville? That's super true. Copy, pasty, grant marker. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I imagine that the Furna Village and the Pot Clan have some really interesting trade relationship with each other. 100%. Oh man, these are really close to each other too. The Moaning Peaks, the Soft Peaks, and the Winter Gate. Same with this over here. And there's something like the map is starting to get like a little clustered. There's like whole like areas that are like a few tiles apart from each other that have some really interesting stuff. Like over here, like what's going on over here? Zombie Mayfly once a lab of a necromancer. This field around the facility is filled with zombies. I remember that. And there's Breezeway. That's the first boon created by Goldmoon. And the big fucking horse. The big fucking horse. I love the big fucking horse. Oh man, that's so good. That is indeed a lot of doggos, right, HQ? My goodness. Many, many doggos were had this day. All right, so I'm just going to pivot back to the BRB screen so I can send a cheeky little tweet out. Oh, sugar. It's on this other one. Oop, that's the game screen. I'm so glad I started to do the world building archive because it's gonna make it real easy, like on Twitter, because it's gonna make it real easy to upload all the different spots on the map into the Discord. Like it's literally in order, so I can just go one by one to the next one. It's great. Although now I'm looking at it, I think I might have missed one. Did I put the big fucking horse on there? I did not put big fucking horse. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do that too. But we'll do Mistress's one first. It'll just be slightly out of order. You know, I remember like thinking, man, I need to do something more, but with the big fucking horse, but I did not remember to do that. Added on 11, 15, 21 by Mistrich. Okay. And let me just get the big fucking horse in there too. As you do. Here we go. Sorry, chat. Didn't expect to be in this maintenance mode, but here we are. And this is at 1619. What a year, 1619. Why is it so hot right now? It's because my fan's not on, silly. Thank you for that redemption and adding addition to the world mist. I really like it. Good one. Completed. Poggers. There we go. Okay. Sorry about the double ping in the Discord for the going live thing. I was having issues with the with Meeseeks pinging the going live role, so I just was like, I'll do it myself. You know, very like very Thanos status. Fine, I'll do it myself. All right, let's get back into the game. Again, thank you for that. Thank you for that lovely addition to the map, Mistress. I really like it. All right. The bots have been really bad lately. Oh yeah, I've been having like a lot. There's been for sure an uptick in bots showing up saying, "Hey, do you want to be famous?" in the past few weeks. Luckily, we haven't had to deal with it a huge amount, but they for sure, it's for sure on the rise. Is anything else in here? Oh, the going live bots. Yeah, I ended up like paying for like the lifetime sub to Meeseeks. Oh, dead body. To Meeseeks because I was like, I figured it would probably it's like a fairly straightforward bot. And I figured it would probably be just good to invest in something that A is. Oh, what the hell? There's a mini Deathclaw! His name is Stripe! Oh, fuck, he's strong! Ah! Yeah, when did it post that I went live? Let me look. Yeah, some of the bots are like real laggy. It's very odd. I can't believe that fucking guy just destroyed my ass. He just killed me so hard. So it's like 10 minutes late. Yeah, that's not great, to be honest. 30 minutes though, that's kind of unacceptable. I would just like do it myself then. Oh my god. He just like straight up knocked my ass into the atmosphere and then just like and then just went in for the kill. Did you see that? This guy is unstoppable. How am I supposed to kill this dude? Yeah, probably that doghouse seems to have a very mean pooch inside of it. We'll avoid Stripe for the moment. Jesus H. Jones. Yeah, the Discord bots are kind of weird. Oh, there's the hellhole. The Discord bots are for sure kind of weird, RegQ. Like, I ended up putting on the role. Yeah, he is a good dog. He is for sure. Like him. I had to put the line with the roll on it onto a new line. That might do it for you. But yeah, it was a little bit difficult, and it's like tricky because it's like, how can you can't really test it either, right? Like, without it like A, pinging everybody, and also B, you like going live. So it's kind of weird. What is going on in this room? For more money. Look at this room. They got like spoons and coffee cups and a bunch of plates lined up. Like this is like some kind of, but there's no kitchen in here. Very weird. I was gonna say like this is some kind of grub room, but it's like very much not. The jukebox turns on still? No, it doesn't. Well, these things are still going off too. Weird. Sync Project Jukebox. Sweet. Man, it's hellish in this place. There's like so many of my friends, you know, I say friends, so many of my machines that have personalities have been stuck in this weird area. Like, what is this place? What is Higgs base? I feel like there's some key piece of context that I'm for sure missing. Oh, another thing. Audio sample, opera singer. A locked suitcase. So many of my machine friends. I'm just picturing like that scene from like SpongeBob. You found a recalibration file of the sonic emitter. Cool. Is that what the opera is? I'm just picturing that scene from SpongeBob. He's just like, I can count how many friends I have right here on my hands. And then he's like, he draws little faces on his fingers and he's like, the gang's all here. That's a good clip to add to the soundboard. That's a good one. I added another clip to the soundboard. I added a couple of them. The gang's all here, yeah. That'd be a good one to add to the soundboard. I'm gonna take a note of that. Oh, and I don't need it. I gotta get that one on there too. SpongeBob. I don't need it. Gangs all here. Yeah, I mean, at least the first 3 seasons for sure. Like the first 3 seasons are like and they hold up really well. Like looking back on it, it's still just so fucking funny. It's just hilarious still. Yeah, nah, like, ooh. um, Steven Hillenberg, that dude was, that dude knew what was up for sure. That dude like understood. Like you can really tell that that individual and that production team really understood comedy and you know, animation. Like that, the full first episode with the jellyfish hunting is, or is it the jellyfish hunting? I'm trying to think, because the first, like one of the first episodes, there's the one where like SpongeBob has to go and get the spatula, right? And it's like a like turbo drip with like the tri brushed, right? Yeah, yeah, the Krabby Patty. Yeah, I'm thinking, isn't there like one? There's like yeah, and then Tiny Tulips feeding all the sardines. Yeah, and then the counter that episode, the one that it's paired with, is also like a silent episode. Like there's no dialogue in the sibling episode of the two ones, right? That, which is incredible that they were able to make a TV show, like they were able to make an episode of a cartoon like in the you know, semi-modern era that had no dialogue in it, right? Like a classic Roadrunner style cartoon, right? Can I jump on the roof? I'm on the roof. The roof. Come at me now, Stripey. You think I could activate Stripe and then just gun it to the roof over here? Let's try that. Like I always find it impressive when you know, shows are able to this is gonna get me killed. When shows are able to do stuff in a medium. Oh gosh. Run! Run from Stripe! This strat's working. Where'd he go? He's gonna come out of nowhere and scare the shit out of me. Sir? Okay. There he is! Run! Just see him over there. Son of a bitch. I'm scared. I'm on fire. It's a me, Mario. I got the fire flower. Waha! Oh god. Run away. Oh shit. Ha! You'll never defeat me, Stripe. For my, oh god, back behind the alley technique is unbeatable. Can I jump to that rooftop, do you think? No, that's way too big of a jump. Yeah, watch out, Chris Pratt. That joke online where it's just like, Chris Pratt confirms he'll be speaking in his normal speaking voice, and then it's like a Chris Pratt, it's like quoting Chris Pratt. Yeah, he's Mario's not Italian anymore. He's normal. God fucking damn it. It's so stupid. This is gonna make me feel a little bad for Stripe until he murders me. Oh, he's got my scent now. He's normal. I die. He's normal now. It's okay, Mario. It's over. It's finally over. It's done. You're normal now. Sir? Stripe, please. Oh, is this a reference to Gremlins? Welcome in, Ruby. So good to see you. It's going really well. We're just killing a Deathclaw guard dog in a very cheesy fashion. How are you doing today? Have a nice weekend? Ah! This is definitely a Gremlins reference, right? He's like striped like the Gremlin. Williams! Oh, he's fast! Oh god, he's going around the bed! Oh, where's he going? He's running off down the street. Normalize being Italian. God, that's good. That killed me. Where is he? He's gonna come out of nowhere and kill me. He's got 1 health left. I know it. Stripe, where are you? It's just like the end of Gremlins. He's gonna come out and his face is gonna be melting off. And then he's gonna kill me. Yes! No worries, Reichke, no worries. Doing awesome. You love to see it. You love to see it. He's got an egg timer? That's for sure. That gotta be a reference to, that's for sure gotta be a reference to Gremlins, right? Gabe's bowl. It's a unique item. Whoa, quest added? I just got a bowl for picking up, I just got a quest for picking up a bowl? Returns Gabe's bowl to Dr. Boros. What the fuck is going on anymore? I don't even know. How did we get a quest for that? Okay. Alright. That took a lot of effort in order to kill that doggo. That was very difficult. Someone put a knife in their mailbox. Was somebody afraid of their mailman? Did I go into 104 yet? I don't think I have. Ooh, no, definitely not. Hook 'em in, Moo Kitty. No worries. People are busy and they got stuff going on, but I appreciate you coming back, popping your head back in. How are you doing today? Good to see ya. We're still just exploring the New Vegas, exploring the Big Empty. We found a bunch of cool stuff so far. Scrap metal, refrigerator. Ooh, Coca-Cola. Ba-ba-ba-da, sick someone to dine. Ooh, Mentats. It's not like something was growling at me, but maybe that's just my feet scraping around on the ground. Scraping around on the ground. Okay, this is a fucked up room. What's going on in here? What's with the little runway and the teddy's hanging out? Oh, that's his teddy fell off his chair. Hold on. Come here, teddy. And come on, kick your little feet back. Like you're just loving it. You're just loving life. Like like you're just relaxing and you're having a great time. Perfect. Poggers, we did it, Chad. 8 out of 10 bears. Now watch me strut. Strut, 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 strut. Look at my drip. Look at my halo drip. Come on. You're gonna tell me you're gonna poo-poo me? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. I know I'm rocking it. I don't need validation from you bears. Bottle caps. Poggers. You're doing well? Awesome. You'd love to see it. 30 prisoners. Oh, man, this person loved teddy bears. Can you blame him? Rawhide cowboy hat. Badass. Wow. $5. That's pretty sweet. I'm not sure how I feel about this curtain arrangement though. It's a little like I guess you're supposed to like untie it and then it's like it encompasses your bed like a cool like little like tent. But I feel like it would get real stuffy in there. You know what I mean? I feel like it would just have a hard time breathing after a little while. Pre-war hat. Is this where everybody used to live? Is this where like the scientists used to live before they became robots in jars? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is like this was all their pads, and they would hang out and have very cool parties, with one another, where they would have the teddy bears watch and applaud. I think we're just about done here. I think we found kind of everything. Killed Stripe. We got a bowl. Oh, I don't think I looked up here. I got so much stuff out of this place, though. I got like a couple of different personalities for different machine friends. A wrench, tool cabinet, wonder glue, Funda glue. Oh, this is another place. This is another way out, I guess. I guess we'll go this way. I think I went in the other door. Last time, rather.
Attention, Big Mountain. There's a 95% chance of clear skies interrupted with artillery fire.
All right. So, well, I mean, it looks like there's something over there. You little dingus. I'm gonna get ya. Ooh. Ow. That hurt. That did a lot of damage. My God. Jeez. It's just so loud, the chainsaw. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Ow. Fuck. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's just like so ear-piercingly loud. He's a good little lad, though. Let's go to the think tank. I want to plug my friends in. I got friends. I want to plug them in. Let's go plug my friends in. To the sink. Oh, and let's go give Dr. Boris Gabe's bowl.
Might I be of service, sir?
Oh wait, I gotta plug it into each individual thing.
There.
Goodbye. Not the fridge. I think jukebox is what I got.
Ah,
Here we go.
Good day, citizen. Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition.
Oh gosh. Eradicate sedition.
Of course, citizen. That's my duty and sole joy in life. All those books from before the war, full of seditious, treasonous, complicated thoughts. Just dump them in and lickety-split. I'll have them pulped, scrubbed clean, and pressed out again clean and white and sedition-free.
Censorship bot. Can you do anything besides
What
process
good
books?
is eradicating sedition if the malcontents have ready access to the means to make more, citizen? I could also process pencils and clipboards. Wait a moment. Pencil processors offline? Pencil processors offline? Apologies, citizen. It
I do
seems
not just yet.
traders
Don't
have absconded
if
with
you
that
if you
module.
do know, don't spoil
If you can find a
it.
backup copy of the
I'm not sure
module,
what's
I
going
will
on with these
happily
things just
eradicate
yet.
your ability to create seditious literature.
I'm looking forward to finding out though. It seems pretty wild. So it makes Blake books? Appreciate you, Moo Kitty.
Blank books are better for the mind, citizen.
That's the fucking
Real
point.
science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the brain. Blank books encourage the reader not to question, but to blindly and zealously
Oh, you know what it
accept
is? I
what's
bet blank
put in
books are
front of them.
valuable. I bet they have like
Also, I suppose you could use them to keep a journal.
those books are our last legacy of the time before. You can't destroy them.
Citizen, that sounds dangerously seditious. If my re-indoctrination module was installed, I'd take care of that for you.
Can I get
Sadly,
that module?
that system was cut for budget concerns, so you'll have to perform your own indoctrination. Now, to begin with, you'll need a cage that can fit over your head and a sack of mole rats.
Goodness. Well, luckily I just have a second
now
mole rats
you're
hanging out.
thinking like a citizen.
Weird.
Questions are dangerously close to independent thought, citizen.
Curious guy. And the Juki.
Ooh, yeah, dig that sweet music.
Blind Diode Jefferson.
Damn, it's good to be back online.
Buddy. What's your purpose? I mean, he's a jukebox.
Yeah, I'm an acoustical wizard, kid.
Hey, I'm a real wizard.
Doc Mo used me to prototype his sonic weapon designs. Get
Oh,
me
cool.
a good sample base to work from, and I can whip up a wave that makes Jericho look like a kazoo.
Neat.
Got yourself
You turn
a
songs
sonic
into
letter,
weapons.
don't you? Thought so. Bring that old thing on in here and bring me some sound samples. And
Like the
I'll
opera
make
singing.
That baby sing. Or
Cool.
scream, if that's what you want. Right on, Daddy.
Sweet. Gabriel's bark. Oh. Oh, that's how you modify it. Yeah, indoctrination bot. Yeah.
Right on.
So what is, does it look different? Oh, you know what? I bet it unfavorited it. Bonus power versus robots, power armor. Critical kill dismemberment. Wow. That's cool. 5? It was 6. What's red? Neat.
What's the haps?
That's so cool. Oh, the storytime point thing. So you can choose to redeem a something from like the internet that you would like me to read, or you can just redeem it blank, and I'll find something on the internet to read or what have you, just like for like 5 or 10 minutes. That's why there's like there should be an input section in that channel point reward, but if there's not, let me know. Okay, so that's yeah, opera singer, Gabriel's bark. What does that do? No, please. Jeez. Critical strike not back. Okay.
What's the haps?
I wonder if the kill dismemberment causes damage like in an AoE around it. Critical strike incendiary. That's pretty cool too. I'm gonna stick with the
What's
critical
the
strike
haps?
dismemberment. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Do you have any topics for a life story, Moo Kitty? What did you have in mind? Because depending on the topic, I could do that, and I also might decline. What did you think?
Right on.
What are you thinking? Let's go opera singer.
What's the haps?
Like music.
Used to. Long time ago.
Oh, that's
Then
unfortunate.
old Doc Mo ripped out my music drives and stuck in more acoustical processors. Guess you could
A
say
high school story?
I got the blues, even if I can't play them no more.
I mean, my high school years were pretty boring and non. I don't know. Trying to think if there's anything that I can think of that would be interesting, but nothing's really coming to mind.
Get you later, Gator.
You've really got me thinking now. Sleep. Can I check what personality types I still have? I did first play D&D in high school. I could talk about that. That's a fun story, I think. What was I checking? Oh yeah. Although I got into D&D before I first played it, because there was this back in the day. We got, what do we have? Oh, do I need both light switches? Shit. Did I get the second light switch? No, shit. Okay. Because back in the day, there was this webcomic that I was really into called Order of the Stick, which was like really, I think, my first proper foray into like Dungeons and Dragons, and it was like,
communists in your backyard, you're not looking hard enough.
is it the book sheet speaking? Oh, do I have enough of the toaster? Shit. Whatever. We'll keep getting the all my brains have switches. Oh, but let's go talk to a brain's best friend. And I really enjoyed Order of the Stick. It was a 3.5 edition Dungeons and Dragons comic book about this eclectic group, and it was really like I think the first time I really watched or read it, I didn't really understand that it was like about D&D. I thought it was just fantasy themed, and then like reading through it again, like after I had become a little bit more involved and like actually looked through some of like the handbooks and stuff, like I actually like got a lot more of the jokes and stuff. But that was like really my first foray into like Dungeons and Dragons and that concept, which was this like web comic written by this like Omega nerd, basically. Like a great story too, like really interesting story. Because that was the thing that always stuck out to me about Order of the Stick, is that it felt like the writer really put like the narrative at like the forefront. after a certain period of time, it's got a little bit of a slow start, but once it hits like basically past like they're out of the first dungeon, it's like really entertaining.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal
Yeah, it's a fun webcomic too.
Do you comprehend, commie animal?
It's got some really like it's interesting too, because like the artist, the person who makes it is both a writer and the artist, and so his art style starts out pretty straightforward and kind of simple, and then as he like created the piece, it really evolved, and it didn't become like it's not like it's still basically stick figures more or less, but like it's still stick figures more or less, but it's like really cool. It's like a lot of fun. Like the visuals really, like they just like he tuned them up just a little bit over time, and just like watching the characters like change and stuff, and like it's the thing that strikes me the most is that like in a good D&D campaign you have character development and you have characters change, and I didn't really, when I first read it, because this was like ages ago at this point, like I feel like when you're like first learning about media and movies and television shows and stuff like that, there's like a certain point in when you're a child, right, where you don't really understand, you know, like you watch a movie or you watch a TV show or you watch whatever, and you don't really like at least I speaking personally, like there was like a certain point where I didn't really like track what was going on, right? Like I didn't understand like there was a cohesive narrative happening. I was just like, yeah, there's shiny lights on the screen and it's shiny and it's cool, right? And that's like till you're like 4 or 5, right? And or like even a little bit later. And I feel like the ADHD probably doesn't help with that, right? But like eventually like it really clicked in my brain that like, yeah, when you're like watching a TV show or a movie or whatever, it's attempting to tell you like a story. It's attempting to tell you like a narrative, and like it's not just visual effects on the screen that are empty and a void, right? And when I started reading Order of the Stick, it was like one of the first like long form pieces of media that I really interacted with, because there's like a few thousand pages of this comic, right? And the characters actually go through significant and interesting character development and growth over the course of the story. And it was like the first time that I was like, wow, like these characters are like actually like both they're really good and they're really well written, and then also like the characters are changing and not staying stagnant and the same, which is like which was like a really cool thing. And it was like it really opened my eyes to like, man, yeah, narratives and media can be really really interesting, and you can have like tell these really cool stories in it, you know. Absolutely. You're joining a D&D club at your school. That's awesome. Are you do you know if you're going to be playing like 5th edition? If I had to guess, you're probably going to be playing 5th. Is it also your first time playing? That's really exciting. Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin.
All
Who
wrapped up in
knows
skin.
What terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis?
I worry about that all the
Scalpels
time.
shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
I encountered your pet in X8 and had to kill it. Oh, I don't want to tell him that. Your dog from X8?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while I...
This dude
You
is
know,
sick.
I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
It's called guilt.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day
Good the
had
experience.
been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty Sissy Pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range.
It's robots
For some
need.
reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That,
Robots need therapy.
combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two were hitting me with unexpected force.
Yeah, you experimented on that dog that loved you. You're a piece of shit, dude. It's probably gonna be 5th edition if I had to guess. Most of the time, like that's what most people are running nowadays. Do you know if they're gonna be starting off like a new campaign or if you're joining something in progress? Man, that's so much fun though. I wish I had like a D&D club at my school. I had a few like friends that I would play like tabletop games with, but like nothing like as formal as that, unfortunately, because I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. In like one of the first D&D games I played, I was playing with my friend, and I remember the moment when he was playing a fighter who used a new campaign. That's the best time to join, 100%. That's gonna be real cool. He was playing a fighter with it was 3.5. He was playing a fighter with a chain whip, which was super cool. You could do so much stuff with a chain whip in 3.5. It was literally out of control. And I remember the time that in the moment where my mind really like expanded to be like, man, this is what tabletop games can be. And it was when he used he did an athletics maneuver in order to like get onto the back of the dragon, to like jump up and mount the back of the dragon. And then he used his, like, while he was on the back, he just used his chain whip to like to whip it around the dragon's neck, and he grabbed the opposite side of it, and he was just like wrangling the dragon. Like he had the dragon, he was like riding on the dragon's back with its like while he was like with these like reins that he had created. And it was fucking badass. And I remember being like, I could do anything that I want in this game, and that's incredible, right? Like that's truly the next level thing that separates it from other games in general, that you can do anything, and that you're the limit of, it was really cool. I was like, oh my God, like this has just made me like so excited, because suddenly I like, it really opened my eyes. Cause it's like, yeah, I mean, Your character sheet is not just your character, and it's not only what you can do. You can do tons of shit that is just clever, right? Like for example, people think invisibility is ridiculously strong in Dungeons and Dragons, and it can be quite good. But if you know that there's an invisible target, for example, in a room with you, there are tons of things that you can do in order to fix that without having to deal with magic whatsoever. One of them, close all the fucking doors and windows. So if anybody tries to open a door, you know that the invisible person is trying to sneak out. B, if you have dust or sand or anything like that, or flour, for example, throw it up into the air. You know, just literally dump it out into the air in the room. And if there's an invisible target in that room with you, they'll just get covered in the dust, right? Like anything that where like they would be visible because of like they're taking up space. That's another really good way of getting around invisibility. Yeah, that was a cool campaign. That was a lot of fun. I hope you think what you've done.
I can't seem to...
Pocket sand,
think
exactly.
about it.
Welcome in, Murami.
How odd.
That's the one.
This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop.
No worries, Moo Kitty.
Yes. Forgotten. Almost. Yes. I do not need to remember anymore.
He's like, let me repress the
Not
memory.
today.
Repress! Repress! All right, I don't want to talk anymore about this guy. So Murami, now that you've been given the new your new sword, congratulations. I was curious what your crush the feelings, repress. I was curious what your magic sword of moderation looks like because everybody's got magic. All the moderators have magic weapons. Goldmoon's weapon is an elven crescent blade that is incredibly light and has been folded so many times that it can cut light and turn her invisible. And I was curious if you had any idea what yours might be. Turn to the think tank. I still want more friends. I'm doing their mission on my schedule. You can't tell me what to do. Robots in jars. If I want to get a light switch, I'll get a light switch. Forbidden Zone, don't entrance. Oh wait, I don't want to go there. The place is fucking... The place is crawling with robo-scorpions. Pass. We're about we've already loaded. We're about an hour into the stream today, and I want to say thanks everybody for being here. I super appreciate it. If this is your first time here, feel free to drop a follow so you can know when we go live. If you're really enjoying the show and you're feeling incredibly generous, you can also subscribe to the show as well. You'll get access to a few unique emotes, and you'll help support the magic, and I would super appreciate it. But I appreciate all lurkers, chatters, and everybody just hanging out in general. Thank you for being here. It's a banhammer, a big rubber mallet that bonks away bots. I love it. Absolutely. I'm very Harley Quinn. Although in the new iteration of Harley Quinn, they've given her a sweet new bat, which I really like. I really dig her fucking cool ass like spiked bat with the it's very like Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. Like I love it. It's so good. Give me that 2TL. Yeah, poggers. Oh, we also have the Discord, which has just dropped. Which, if you're not in just yet, you should join. We're gonna be doing some real fun stuff. Also picturing something Harley Quinn. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I gotta put a command on my stream deck for the guild house, but I'll just do it manually. Oh yeah, but yeah, I mentioned I've got I got a couple new stream new sound effects on the Stream Deck. I'm not gonna play all of them, but I do want to play. I want to play this one.
The murderer.
It cracks me up. What's this? Big empty north tunnel. Don't go nowhere. Oh, yeah, do. Thanks, Ruby. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it took me a hot minute of time, energy, and looking at bots and stuff in order to figure out. But it's come along in a really great way. Oh, sweet. Let's switch. And I'm really happy with where it's at right now. It's of course still naturally a little bit of a work in progress. There's still a few things here and there that I gotta bang out, but I'm glad you like it. It's Pikachu. It's always Pikachu. Oh gosh. Sir, please. I am simply a man. Give me that opera singer. That thing's too big. Turret do be overclocked. I love this goofy looking weapon with the vacuum tubes on the side. It's so good. It's so funny how they were like they very clearly were like, we're gonna put these barriers in place so that way the player can't get to them until they've done a certain thing. And then I accidentally walked the first like area that I went into also just so happened to be the place that you need to go in order to be able to get the thing to turn the the force fields off. Like just randomly. Yeah, there's so many different bots, Ruby, too. It's pretty wild, actually. We will still work on Master Server, and it's been over a year. Well, yeah, Master Server is a feat onto its own, right? Like, Master Server is incredibly impressive. There's so much cool stuff going on. And I also feel like Master Server, like, encompasses such a large group of different types and colors and shapes and ways of different types of folks, which is super, super cool. And like, you can tell how much time and energy both you and Meowster and everybody else has put into the Discord. It's a pretty incredible feat. I feel like Meowster's Discord pretty much is the gold standard to be held to in terms of Discords. It's pretty it's pretty incredible. If you're not over in Meowster's Discord as well, a super cool place filled with really, really awesome and supportive people of all forms of neurodiversity, gender, sexuality. Like, it's a really cool and incredible space, and I highly recommend. Welcome back, Raichu. Good. Welcome back. Glad to see you again. This is just the end of this hole? I thought there would be more. Sir, please. Really don't go nowhere? Shocked. I really thought this was going to lead out someplace. Think I can make it up this hippity hop up this rock? Yeah, inclusiveness is a big vibe over in Meowster's Discord, and they handle it really well. Again, gold standard in my opinion. Oh. It's a layer. Yeah. So that's just the void out there, right? There, like, for sure is nothing over there. Hold up, chat. I know this is silly, but I gotta try it. What happens if we take a grenade and we just yeet it? Oh, I missed. Fuck. Oh, it is a void. It is a void, chat. Oh, man. Welcome in, Zarkray. Good to see you, my friend. Best part is we can, and we still keep making that space better, too. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, too. Yeah, I did find the void, and it eats my grenades. Num, 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 num. Delicioso. I'm just going to quick load. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think that's also another thing that maybe people don't forget, but it is for sure an aspect where it's like thinking that you are already the best, like, breeds. What's the word that I'm looking for? It breeds complacency, right? Like, why? Like, you see all these companies who are top tier, or were top tier, like Apple, Microsoft, Google, right? Like all these companies that were like the shit back in the day, you know, they kind of suck now because they were so good that they just manipulated the marketplace so that way they could be in complete control instead of actually, like, you know.
2 plus 2 equals harassing the head of forbidden idiots of the think tank.
Couldn't put it better myself, Dr. Evil DI. But yeah, it's just like that complacency breed, like thinking that you're the best breeds complacency. So the fact that like, oh gosh, I have a second, am I stuck? The fact that like y'all recognize that in Meowster's Discord is like, is the way to stay on top 100%. I was saying that the Void thought that my grenades were delicioso. Zarkray. You can thank Dora for that one, right, Q? Thank you, Dora. She did. Never mind. Why did I say you can thank Dora for it? She already did. Grenades are female in Spanish? I don't know why I love that so much, but I do. All I can think of is the song Cherry Bomb now. I'm your cherry bomb. Oh! I just blasted that fly out of the sky. Zarkray, are cherry bombs female too? Is the Spanish interpretation of cherry bomb female? Which makes you think of cherry bombs in Atomicross. Oh wow, I've stumped Zarky. I'm surprised by that. There's gonna be something nasty in this fucking cave. There always is fucking nasty shit in these caves. Oh, it's beautiful. He's glorious. He's incredible. Look at him. I've never seen nothing like that before. Who just shot my ass? Oh, hello. Sir. I think it's just left its cherry bomb. Sir. Oh my god, he crippled my leg. Oh, he's legendary. He's also kicking my ass. Holy shit, chat. That dude's got a radioactive ass. Did you see him? He was shooting me with that, with like some form of a radiated butt blast. Very rude. Throw you in a radiated butt blast. Yeah. Grenadas is both the word for grenade and a type of fruit and also a region. Oh yeah. Grenadas, right? Grenadas? Or is it just pronounced the same? Is it homonym? So last time a fly flew at my butt from before, where did he come from? I had a sniper. Oh gosh. Hey, maybe we should use this. I got a lot of ammo for it. Did a little bit of a scopy. All the A's have the same sound, but it's close. Hey, I'll take close. can't. It's pretty wild that. Oh, man. It's pretty wild that Fallout 3 didn't have aim down sights. Thinking about that, it's pretty. It's kind of out of control. He's armored against bullets? What is that? Who is he? Some kind of super bug? What do I got? It's fire. Oh, I can shoot through the column. A little bit of a hard shot. I love how every single time I kill anything in this game now, it's just 100% cheese because I'm so weak. Literally using a cannon to swat flies. I know, why does he have so much life? He's a fly. You'll just be able to kill him with a rolled up newspaper. Come on, dude. I know, right? Why am I so weak? The game's radiance. Took me a minute to get it, but I got there. I got there. That's real funny. I don't know why I'm so weak. Oh, still for old Timbo. I feel like I'm hitting the wall. He can shoot through it. Why can't I? I know. I've only taken the 2 bars. Come on. You son of a bitch. He's so nasty up close. I hate him. Finally. Oh, God. Hide. Oh, God. He's outsmarted me. He's moved slightly to the right. That's the equivalent of outsmarting me. Ow. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Did you see how much damage he did? What the fuck? He just chunked my entire life. I was at full life. He did 280 damage with a single bullet. Seems legit. I have a belly full of cola. Can't believe he also whacked my arm so badly it just immediately broke. Jesus H. Jones. But there could be the most legendary artifact. Legendary. What if it's legendary? I mean, you're super right. It's definitely not going to be worth it. It's probably, yeah, you're probably super right. It's just going to be fly meat. There's Big Chongus. Spray and bray. I mean, the red bar is showing up, so assume this is gonna be it. He's gonna drop blowfly meat. Now would be a good time to snipe him from range. The fact that my arm is still messed up, it's just like it's fucking throwing my entire aim off. I don't want to use my 1 doctor's back. I only got 1 stim though. Fuck. All right. What was doing good damage against it? I think the sonic emitter actually was doing good damage. Like I don't think it was being blocked. I think the bullets are not lasting long enough in order to be able to actually hit it. It looks like they're dissipating. And this game is so old, the bullets don't even last. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't even know. If I'm being honest, I have no idea what to write on the guild rooms thingy. I mean, oh gosh, probably should shift. You can write whatever you like in there, Zarky. There's really no rhyme or reason. Thank you, Mirami. There's really no rhyme or reason to what you're gonna put in there. That was kind of why I wanted to go. I decided to kick it off because I was like, I should go so that way people just know what to write, and you can just write whatever you want. Let your imagination be the limit. Like, do you want like to have a whole cool like Hollow Knight themed room, Zarky? You could totally do that. You can have it be like, basically what I'm picturing is like, so in the guild house, when you go into your room, right, you go through a doorway, and the doorway, everybody goes through the same doorway, but the doorway leads almost the doorway leads to different place depending on who goes through it and who opens it, and that's kind of what I was picturing the guild rooms were. Oop. I'm gonna quick save. I'm gonna quick load. Yeah, that's a good one, Mirror. Also, if you don't want to shoehorn yourself, you could do whatever you want. Or it can be many things. It's so strong though, yeah. This thing is ridiculous. I should just load. I think I could do it though. It's just like, it's just gonna take a minute. Because when I'm hitting it, it's going, this thing is hurting it. A little bit, at least. It's doing more damage, and I got enough. I got enough damage here to be able to just keep dinking it. Gonna save. Yeah, that's a good one. Or like the Rainbow Bridge in Norse mythos, right? Where it's like the Rainbow Bridge leads to all the different planes of the entirety of the Yggdrasil, right? Fuck. He's actually playing himself. Gonna quick save. Anytime we do significant damage, we're saving. Oh, and every time we take significant damage, we're loading. Welcome in, Remy Gluzged. Welcome in, Remy. Not quite half dead. I mean, I'll take it at this point. You're not gonna convince me that not to do the cheese technique. I invented the cheese. I was born into it, molded by it. By the time you adopted the cheese, I was already matured. Thank you for the follow, Remy. Welcome to the guild. So glad to have you. This is my first playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. And while I'm not doing it 100% blind, we are trying to avoid mainline spoilers. So, thank you in advance. Yeah, we're still trying to get my brain back. We're still a good bit away from that, I think. Save. Oh gosh, that bullet just whizzed right by my head. I think we back out. Oh no. Oh no, my weapon's almost dead. This is problematic. Maybe this will get it. Yeah, fuck off. Go that way. Oh no. Shit. I do have closed captions. They work pretty well for the most part too. I'm pretty happy with them. Sir? He disappeared. Come on. It's a plasma cannon, for God's sakes. This thing should be dead. See how many crits I'm getting to on this guy? Smashing furiously. Oh, he's so close. Safe. Dude, chat, we got this. For some reason, he's just totally not paying attention anymore, and you love to see it. This is my time to shine. Yeah, some streamers really, like, go the extra mile for their, like, closed captioning and stuff. It's great. Oh, come on, die. Do I have a grenade launcher? I think I do, but I didn't think I have any ammo for it. I think I just literally don't have any ammo for it whatsoever. That's yes, we did it, chat. Cheese that boss. Give me that sweet monster. Thank you so much, Zarkray, for that applause. Yeah, definitely armored against bullets. All right, give me that goop. 51 bloatfly meat? Are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. 10 buff out. A bunch of empty syringes. That's real weird. It's ridiculous. 12 pounds of bloatfly meat. He's actually, like, that's much lighter than I expected him to be. I was also expecting there to be radiation down here, but there doesn't seem to be. Pop, pop. Take it and roast it? Oh, is that, does that give you good, like, a good health item? Good shit. Now get ready for, oh God, was that not the papa? Look at him buzzing around. Just call me daddy. You know, I think, I wonder if I can have the the plant guy. I've got like this one auto processor back in the sink. I wonder if I can have him process these mushies, or if he only processes a certain type of plant organic material. I mean, I hate to give it to you, Zarkray, but I think you might have been right. I'm not really seeing anything else in here. Sometimes there's like a little hidden away chest. There's this whole upper area up there. How do I get up there? Oh, was there like a whole upper area that I could have gone instead of going the lower area and like completely avoided the big fly? Son of a bitch. Sorry, just scrolling back up through chat. I don't know why you'd be getting 2 ads. I don't have anything set to be doing more ads. I don't even really run ads for the most part on the channel either. I already harvested. Good, sir. Yeah. Oh, and the other one for the world map is that one. Is that one. There we go. Why it didn't work. Okay. Buggy boy. So this is gonna lead me to the upper echelon, isn't it? The upper tier. Well, this is just gonna be another fucking big bug in here. I'm not talking about you though. You're like a normally big bug. Dude, like, what can I do when the gun is just so inaccurate? You're gonna tell me that my thing wasn't, like, directly over the guy? That blowfly was hit with a literal fireball. You're very welcome, Yer. Yeah, I gotta post a list of all the commands and stuff into the mod Discord. It's one of those things I've been meaning to do. The fuck? So there is no upper echelon. That's a lie. Weird. Or unless. Now this is where I came from. Thank you for the hydrate, Remy. Oh, let me pour myself some more water real quick. Oh, do I? Oh, I do have the first plate. Great. Oh yeah, the Discord is completed. Thank you, Mirami. It is currently 18 plus. But yeah, we've got that unlocked finally. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like another, there's like, it's funny because there's just like so much stuff that you got to do when you're streaming. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm heading backwards at this point. I saw this post on the internet where I was like, oh, you're a streamer? That could mean any number of things, right? Like you can ship that any number of different ways, and you can sell that any number of different ways. Like other than like a content creator, right? You can say you're a producer. You can say you're a writer, right? Like there's all kinds of different ways that you could say you're an artist, right? Like there's a bunch of different ways that you could technically label yourself as a streamer, because you wear so many different hats, you know? Okay, is this the way? I'm literally turned around at this point. Oh, okay, this is the way. Man, so I could have just been sniping his ass from down here. That actually might have been more difficult, to be honest. Yes. No. Sir. Oh, I'm sorry, Moo Kitty. But as soon as you turn 18, I'll be more than happy to have you. More 100%. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit of a safety thing. You're 14? In 4 years, somebody put a timer in 4 years, 2025. Moo Kitty, join Discord. Scientist glove. Very valuable. I'm over encumbered? No. I have caps lock on? No. I'm over encumbered. Dude. Like 2 full pounds. Okay. Where did that scientist glove go? Yeah, I'm over encumbered in the blowfly meat. There's got to be some. I must have picked up some misc, like a cup. Or teddy bear. Perfect. Then we'll be able to get out of here and cook up all that bloatfly meat. Oh, sweet. Am I looking at it from the wrong angle? Let me cook. Are you serious? This is one of the few ones that I can't cook at? Son of a bitch. I really need some stim packs. Oh, speaking of stim packs. Yeah. Scientist scrubs. I would have thought there was more going on in this room. Like, I would have expected there to be like a little piece of dialogue. You know what I mean? Like a little note or something about like something. I'm kind of surprised that there isn't. Oh well. Ah, well. Oh, there's the Teddy I dropped. Sit up, Teddy. Good enough. Let's boogie out of here. I think we're just about done. Yeep. Okay. Is jumping faster than running, do you think? Or do you think it is the same speed? I'm on my new temporary work schedule, and you just finished 5 hours early. Is that Pog, Reg Q, or are you losing money because of that? Because if like you can work 5 less hours and you're still like able to pay your bills, fuck yeah. But like, is that it is Pog? Cool. Okay, nice. Because I'd hate to think that you were getting shafted by your company. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, sweet. Even fucking better, dog. Hell yeah. You love to see it. That is indeed Pog. Amazing. Oh, I also was gonna say, I didn't realize that I had access to the follower emotes, and so I went ahead. Oh gosh.
Do not attempt to fight them. They will shoot you with their robotic stingers, and then possibly explode.
You may have noticed already, but I went ahead and uploaded the rest of the Hattie emotes to the follower emotes. So while you're here hanging out, you can... Jumping does not make you faster. Noted. While you're here hanging out, you can use them follower emotes to spam the chat with. I think we got the hype emote in there. Oh, no. The Timbo Wave and the hype are still subscriber emotes, but I think the like Timbo Look, Timbo Cry, and what was the other one? Timbo Love. I think those three are available for anybody to use while you're hanging out here. So so yeah. Anything back here? No. You never know with these kinds of games. Sometimes they love to hide little shit behind, like, just like in the background. You know, I probably should go back to my home, actually, just so that way I can drop off all this meat, all this bloatfly meat, because I'm not going to be able to take anything else. Except for a little MF cell. I'll take that. A little EC. Yeah, you're more than happy. You're more than free to hang out in the Twitch channel, Mookitty, and I'm happy to have you. What's up here? Okay, we'll go back to the thing just after I look at this. Waste disintegration station. Hello, sir. 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 You wanna have a sweet melee? Let's have a sweet melee. Fuck you. Oh, you're not? Hold on. You're not seeing that on mobile rescue or on a mobile Mirami? Let me see it. What happens if I post them? Follower emotes can only be used in Timber the Wizard's channel. I don't know. Maybe it's something that hasn't been pushed to mobile yet. You know, sometimes they put the stuff, like they push updates to the PC version faster than they do the like mobile version. Gonna be having the stream in the background while I try to do some writing. No worries. What are your writings, Arcray? Or are you doing more lab work? Also, if you're not comfortable discussing what you're writing, that's also very reasonable. And don't feel the need to share. Although I will admit I'm curious. Fanfic time. Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the heads up, Mir. Now I'm full again. What did I pick up just now? Sunset's Sarsaparilla? Alrighty, chat. We're gonna head back to my spot so that way I can get some bloatfly meat cooked up. But I'm gonna take just a 5-minute break. We're about at the midpoint of the stream. I'm gonna go bio real quick. I'm gonna get safe. we're gonna go ahead and pivot the screen over. And Yorami, would you mind, while I'm using the facilities, would you mind just running just doing like shout out clips for people in chat? I would super appreciate it. Or any other moderator around, I would greatly appreciate it. But I will be right back.
Don't know one was of a vehicle. There is no way a wing would be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its one little body. Okay, this is like way too coarse. The Wii of wars flies anyway, because bees won't care what humans think this is impossible. Thank you, Wibbly, this is great. Yeah, someone please clip that so that I can delete it later.
Completely destroy a glow squid. I did not know that that was a thing. I feel like I have to sit and think about. No, assert! Think about my options.
Where did I throw that? Where did I throw it? Well, oh, is it here? Well, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is.
Education.
I also, that's why I like local charities. I don't.
Alrighty, I have returned. Thanks so much for running those shout outs. I appreciate you. All right. Let's go ahead and dive back in. And the ominous beeping. A little creepy. A little creepy. Oh yeah, you gotta follow Ruby Katz. Ruby does some really great streams. She's got a really cool Discord too, which I haven't bumped in yet. I haven't hopped in there just yet, but I hear they do some real cool stuff. Like Ruby, don't you do like occasional like Big Brother games and stuff in your Discord?
Well,
I've heard about that through the grapevine via Sloops.
I can also.
Can you just give me the thing? I already gave you. Can he not produce? I guess he can't produce stuff.
Well, hello.
For the
Hurry back with that.
Oh, I bet that's fun too. I bet Werewolf is a lot of fun. I bet that's really cool. Okay, so we're gonna install Light Switch 2. No, it's through a mutual friend who hosts the Big Brother game. Nice, nice. Yeah, make sure you check out Ruby's stuff. She's got a lot of really cool things going on for sure. Screet.
That was a nice little cat nap. How long was I out?
This is Aubrey Plaza. Is it a Light Switch? Lady Killer, a Light Switch. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. That's very vulgar. What are you, some kind of novelty talking Light Switch?
I was Dr. Mobius's personal assistant. We were studying, oh shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, lightning. No, wait, lighting. That's right, how lighting affects human interaction.
And what did you find?
Oh, it was super exciting. It turns out that some pretty colored lights can make you way better at talking to people.
Cool, do it.
Oh, I'd love to, sweetie, but I don't have the programming. All the data from the experiments was lost. You'd have to go out into that nasty old crater and find the backup copy.
Great. I saw another light switch in the other room. Do you control that one too?
Oh, her. Trust me,
Oh.
sweetie. You're better off not thinking about that frigid little ice queen.
Sounds like there's some bad blood between you or circuits.
That bitch. She
Oh
thinks
my.
she's so much better than everybody just because her processors are bigger. Ooh, she makes me so mad. Sure thing, sweetie. Bye now.
The light switch is not liking each
How
other.
can I illuminate you?
It's killing me. They're the same voice.
Sir.
So how do I? Let's see. I must have gotten a new quest now, right? There we go. Yeah. Well, I found the book chute already. Take a nap. Welcome in, Yasayo. How are you doing today? Good to see you, my friend. Oh, a pre-war book. I can. Oh gosh, I gotta cook that meat though. Hold on, maybe there's something I can stash into the safe. Just real quick, like some explosives, dynamite, frag mines, plasma grenades. Perfect. How can I illuminate you? Yeah, that's really good. I thought I was going to have to miss this, but ha, I'm here. The bunker could do with some houseplants. You're super right. There's like first of all, I'm glad that you made it. Welcome in, Yasayo. Welcome to the show. There's like this like little greenhouse area over here, filled with inhabited by a very vulgar machine, but I definitely agree that there should be more. It needs a little, first of all, we need more plants. Second of all, would it kill you to put like a nice poster up or anything? These walls are so bare. Maybe some like wallpaper, literally anything at this point. Anything. I'm begging you. Can we cook with the hot plate here? Here we go. Oh, bloatfly slider. Oh no, my bloatfly isn't high enough. My cooking isn't high enough. Can I make grilled bloatfly? No. Okay, well, I'll have to put two. I'll have to put a couple points into, 3 points into survival next time I level up. The green slag house looks like I was in charge. Yeah, it's a little sad in there, to be honest. This place is not. It could use a little bit of work for sure. What is this? Oh, I think there's some like plants in there or something. But yeah, no. This. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta water my plants. Oh shit. Yeah, we also got some emotes unlocked as well. Yasayo, because you're a subscriber, you actually, with the follower emotes, you should have access to all of them now, I think. Wait 1 second, I'm just water my plants.
See you just by looking at you.
A couple of days ago, I totally forgot though. Sorry, plants. Now my plants are happy. Hopefully we can avoid the sadness of this greenhouse. Okay. Am I irradiated? Let's find out. That's like a real bad question. That's something you definitely do not want to be asking. Am I irradiated? I got 8 points of rads. I'm good to go. Oh, book boy.
Do you know what that makes you? Well-read and erudite. Greetings, citizen.
You go.
Fantastic, citizen. Just input your... Won't that...
Process.
For a communist.
Blank book added. Okay. So now we got the blank book. Let's see what the blank book does. Nothing. It's not even worth anymore.
Might I be of service, sir?
Or do I need the blank books in order to be able to... obviously not. How do I get these books into the machine, I guess? I don't know. I feel like this guy should
Greetings,
do it.
citizen.
He does. Oh well. I'm gonna throw all this bloat-fi meat into this footlocker. All of it. Alright, great. Perfect. Just a locker filled to the brim. Just absolutely bursted with that bloat-fly meat. Disgusting. Can I put Nuka-Colas in here? No. I'll throw some Sunset Sarsaparillas in here, though. Poggers. The big empty. Okay. So. Let's go get our Robo friends. Robo friends. Robo friends. Ooh. I don't remember this at all. The fuck? Ah! And can you believe that Skyrim has had its 10-year anniversary? It's pretty wild. Why did he lean over his friend like that? Oh, well. Test subject 1, you're about to be test subject 0. He's got a shish kebab. That's a lot of meat chunks. That's a lot of meat chunks. Okay. That audio clip is from Sungwon Video, also known as ProZD. Very, very funny dude. Super, super funny guy. Hello. Well, hello, buddy. Seems like you're missing. Seems like he's very heavily... Oh, no, never mind. His head came off. I would not have guessed that was going to happen based on what I was viewing with my eyes. But, yeah, ProZD, he's such a funny dude. He's just so funny. Like, and his, like, his voice acting is so good, too. Toaster? Toaster. Oh, Project Toaster with all the toasters. Cool. Yeah, 100% agree. Like, the dude is incredibly talented. Like, he's like a really talented voice actor. Like, I really, really liked him in, what's it called? Yikes. I really liked him in Borderlands 3. Like, I thought he was, like, as Flak. Like, such a cool character. And non-binary, too. I remember, like when it came out that Flak was a non-binary robot, I remember people being, like, not... You know, people were like, why, right? And I was like, I think that's cool. But, like, I remember seeing people that were like, they made Flak a non-binary robot instead of making one of the humans non-binary. Isn't that silly? Shouldn't they have, like, tried to make, what is going on there? Shouldn't they have tried to make, like, or shouldn't they have made one of the humans non-binary? And I think that's just, like, a really human-centric way of thinking about things, you know, especially in the what's it called? In the Borderlands universe, right? The AI and stuff, they're for sure, like, sentient, right? Like Claptrap is 100% a sentient being, you know. So like I don't really see the issue with a sentient being being like my pronouns are they them. You know what I mean? Like fuck being organic, you know. Like fuck that. I'm just like I think that your personhood isn't necessarily dictated based on whether or not you're carbon based or silicon based or whatever. So cool to see an acting journey. Yeah, absolutely. Especially since he started off like little, right? Yeah, when his clips show up in YouTube recommended. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Welcome back, RightQ. Yeah, more non-binary characters. Absolutely. I mean, exactly. Like, I'm not picky, dog. Make the cool robot character non-binary. I'm down for that. Yeah, Bloodhound. That's another cool non-binary character. And not a robot. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of non-binary. Yeah, I would agree with that. Absolutely, Mistrich. Yeah. Where it's like, it's depicting it as something other than human, which is like silly, you know. Absolutely. But that was why I liked Flack so much, because Flack is such a human character. You know what I mean? Like Flack is for sure a robot, right? But the characterization that was given to Flack is so human. You know, it's like, and like the way that Flack treats their pets is again just so human, right? Like it's great. I really like the little small details. But I would definitely agree that in science fiction in general, like science fiction and fantasy, like non-binary characters are a lot of the time aliens or robots or something else, right? Which is deeply unfortunate. And, you know, Flack being a robot who is non-binary does definitely fall within that purview. I would absolutely agree with that. But I don't think that's enough of a... But, like, what they did with the character of Flack, despite being a robot, I think is really cool. And I think that the humanity of the character of Flack definitely still manages to shine through despite being a robot, which is really cool. Am I supposed to be up here? I feel like I'm not. I'm a quick save. It's funny, Miss, because that point that you bring up is like a point that like an issue that I have with like a lot of sci-fi, actually, like kind of on a little bit of a larger level where oh, this is the edge. Okay. On a little bit of a larger level where I feel like a lot of sci-fi, like especially like Star Trek, though Star Wars is guilty of it too, and other sci-fi shows. Like I feel like a lot of those shows, like they take a lot of the fundamental negative aspects of humanity, like greed or selfishness or religious zeal, right? And they take those aspects of humanity and they remove them from humanity, right? Humanity has evolved beyond that to be more higher evolved than to be concerned about stuff like that. While also giving all those really nasty negative traits to just aliens in general, right? Like the Ferengi, for example, right? Like the Ferengi are like clearly this, you know, clearly meant to be humanity's greed personified, right? I could repair stuff. I gotta bump my repair skill even higher, which sucks. You know, I really hate that. You know, oh man, people are chatting. I gotta rewind. Hold up. Fiction part of science fiction refers to how all people in the future belong in a heteronormative two-gender only spectrum. Yeah, you got it, Zark, right? Damn, dog. Mistrich, like, I think it's fine to question why gender is a social construct and different cultures don't have a binary. Yeah. But it's kind of like the bisexual, why do they end up in a hetero relationship? I love when bisexual characters end up in a hetero relationship, but it shouldn't be 100% of the time. I mean, I think that that's valid too, right? I also think that your sexuality, like for example, if you're bisexual and you end up in a hetero relationship, I don't think that invalidates your bisexuality either. Like 100%. Like I think people are so eager to like put things into boxes, right? When it's like, no, it doesn't need to be in a box, right? Like, or you can tick multiple boxes simultaneously while on the surface looking like something else, right? Absolutely. Big empty isn't a place, it's a state of mind. Yeah, it's true. Cardassians and the Bajorans. Exactly. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, right? Where it's like, it's literally just like very thinly veiled commentary, you know? Yeah, also that part, Mirami. Like the Ferengi definitely feel like a Jewish stereotype in part too. Like the huge nose and the huge ears and the incredible the incredible focus on greed and profit in their culture. It definitely feels like there's like what's the term called when it's like it doesn't state them direct what it is directly that it's trying to typify, but it does so using like I know the word. It does so using like the same kind of imagery and the same associations. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like there's like a word for it where it's like where you typify something in a specific way in order to like make it like that. Like I remember I saw this really interesting video about why Donkey Kong Country is like actually super racist, and the individual in the video described it using that word, and it's basically because like they throw it was a really interesting video about why Donkey Kong was racist, and like after watching it I was like, man, I can't not see Donkey Kong as just being racist anymore, because it was just like literally laying it all out like that. I was like, this is unbelievable, you know. Star Trek projects human flaws onto aliens, but also it pretends prejudice is not a fundamental part of humanness. Yeah, absolutely. Watching the original series is so hard sometimes, knowing it was progressive for its time. Yeah. It's awful when bisexuality is gate-kept. It's why I have a hard time labeling myself as bisexual when technically that's what I am. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't... Man, absolutely, right, Q. I don't, like... I think that... Fuck other people for... for trying to state what your labels are and trying to say that. You know what I mean? Like, you're valid. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, so less it's a problem of robot being non-binary and more that none of these series are willing to add non-binary humans. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Exactly, right? Because, like, like, non-binary people are fucking cool as hell, first of all. Like, you should definitely have more non-binary people in your shows. But, like, come on. It's just, like, I'm tired of also seeing, like, cis-het people in TV as well. It's also, like, that, too, right? Like, I'm just, like, can we just get some interesting people in the show? Like, I've seen like boring straight white man TV shows so many times now. Can I get some like new flavor in there? Jesus Christ. Can I get something new going on? Like, we're literally begging for it over here. Like, Jesus. Yeah. I totally agree with that too, Mistrich. That's super weird, right, Q? Why would anybody know about your sexuality other than you, unless you're like that person's partner, right? That makes no sense. Yeah, right, exactly. And that's like, and you know, it's really interesting because it's like, I feel like the cis people and straight people are obsessed with gender and obsessed with sexuality. It's fucked up. Like, why are cis-het people so obsessed with gender and sexuality? Who fucking cares? Right? Like, we have to have fucking full different aisles in toy shops for different children. We've got to brand things differently. We got to have different TV shows for different things. We got to have different, like, it's just like, who gives a shit? Oh, well, if the baby is blue, if the baby is a boy, then the bedroom has to be blue. But if it's a girl, then it's got to be pink. Why the fuck do you care? Why does it even matter? Like, I don't get it. Why? Like, you're so obsessed with it. It just, it makes no sense, right? It's like, and then cis-het people will have the audacity to be like, y'all gay people, y'all non-binary people, etc. Y'all are obsessed with gender. Y'all care way too much about it. It's like, motherfucker, have you looked in the damn mirror? Come on, brother. Like, if the baby is blue, you got bigger problems. You should start CPR. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Zarkray. Yeah, you like. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that as well, right? It's just I also literally don't get that either, to be honest. Like, come on, this is like your child that like you've raised, you've invested so much time, hours, energy, money in, and it's like, if your child goes, yo, I like whatever, like why do you even care? What does it even matter to you? Oh, are you concerned that they can't have children anymore or something weird like that? Are you concerned about the birth rate or something stupid? Because let me tell you, you can be gay or lesbian or what have you and still have children. You can be asexual and still have children. It's just through adoption. Because A, there's enough people on the fucking planet already that we don't need any more little people running around, for sure. And B, it's just like incredibly like dismissive. Like, absolutely. Like, fuck, come on. Mistrich. Hey, but you can do things on your own time frame too. You don't gotta do what's right for you 100%. Tried to convince me that I was just confused. Ugh, that's the worst. That's unbelievable. Any guy will do. Now they still think I'm straight. I haven't brought up. That's bullshit. Yeah, you absolutely should not have to validate yourself to anybody, let alone your fucking parents. Like, isn't that the whole bit of, like, you're having a parent and, like, having a child is that, like, you're meant to love them unconditionally, and that if you, like, literally fuck that one part up, you literally are just a bad parent by definition? Is that not just the case? Like, I don't get it. This is, like, your baby child that you literally gave birth to, and because they don't like the right thing, you're just gonna be like, nah, we done. Get the fuck out of here. Oh man. It's nonsense to me, you know? Because honestly, at that point, it doesn't feel like it's about love or concern or anything about anything like that anymore. It just feels like it's about control, you know? It just feels like it's about control, and that this person wants to control you, you know, like either your parent or or whomever, right? They want to put you in a box, and they want, oh gosh, this is gonna be a tough fight.
I hope I didn't leave my
Which
giant
sucks.
Robo-Scorpion on. That thing eats power like no tomorrow.
I also I think that the idea of coming out of the closet is like also a little bit toxic. Like, it's a real concept for sure, but like, I don't think that initiate test fire. What do I do? What am I shooting at? I think that coming out of the closet is like potentially a toxic idea, because it's like, I don't think you should ever really stop coming out of the closet, right? Oh gosh, this guy's tough. Shouldn't you always be finding out new information about yourself and finding out more about who you are? Like, isn't that like a core part of being human? And isn't it like an important aspect of it too? For being an Ultimo body, it went down pretty easy. My mom is like bummed I have 0 relationships due to religious trauma. That's probably why people try to tell you you're asexual. No, I mean, trauma is valid, especially religious trauma. I can't even begin to imagine that. I think I needed 3 points. Like, I can't even begin to imagine that. So I think that that's valid too. Like 100%. We need repair. We need to maximize repair. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's valid too, Zarky. Absolutely. Like, Do what's best for you, and then the rest of the pieces will fall into place. Oh, I don't want these fusion cells. Fusion cells? I hardly know them. Where's this misc? Where's this misc? Misc. I'll take the lair, though. Just so I can repair my old busted. Turn it back into a new hotness. Here we go. Oh, busted hotness. Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I was working in, this is before I worked at the credit union. I was working at a local restaurant, which was terrible, and I fucking hated it, but the money was okay. Although they paid us, but that was only after I got to being a server, and the owner was a real shithead about servers, and he also paid us server wage, which if you're not aware, and this might be a hell of a shock, server wage is when you are paid like $2.50 an hour, and you get paid $2.50 an hour, and you make tips, and the tips are meant to compensate for up to minimum wage. And if you don't make enough tips over that time frame, then the employer has to pay you out. But basically, it's a way for the employer to have to pay you as little as possible while simultaneously hoisting that responsibility of payment on to the customer, right? Because then all of a sudden, like if you're not paying like 15-20% on your tips, then if you're not tipping 15-20%, then suddenly the actual servers are losing money because we would pull tips. It's such a fucking scam. I fucking hate. Oh, absolutely, Rachka. You know it. And you had to switch psychiatrists because one kept telling you needed to find a partner. Man, fuck that, dog. What a fucking bunch of shit. That's the most codependent bullshit I ever fucking heard. I can't believe a fucking therapist told you that. That's unbelievable. That's actually made me mad. I can't believe that. Wow. That's out of control. Anyways, so, oh man, really? Good things or bad things? Or they just didn't know when to end. So welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you do, Rachko. I appreciate you as well. Man, that's absurd. Anyways, freedom, nice. I will never ever forget what this young girl said to me. She was like a high schooler working at this restaurant, right? Like I don't remember why, but like I think her parents kind of like pushed her to do it, which I thought was silly. Or maybe she was out of high school. I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago at this point. Anyways, so this fellow server of mine, she literally told me, and this was not, she was deadly serious when she said this. She said that her mother had told her that she should have a baby in her 20s. So that way, by the time she turns 30, the baby will be old enough that it can be left alone and she can go out partying. And I'm just like, my dude, why don't you just go partying now and then have a baby when you're 30? What's the rush? It was 2 hours long, Sloops? Oh my gosh. That's a long meeting. Because then her kid will yeah, it's just like I just like, and this person was like deadly serious, and I'm like, oh, my dude, why are you like, why? That's real bad, dude. And the person that this girl was with too was just like a piece of shit dude too, and I was like, oh god, is she gonna have like a baby with this dude? And then just ugh, like the dude was like not a good lad, and I'm like, I never liked that dude, and for her to be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a baby in my 20s, and I was just like, oh no, dude, this poor girl. She's just like, I mean, if you want to do that, that's by all means, but don't have a baby in your 20s with the explicit intention of being like, yeah, now I'm gonna go party in my 30s. Like, come on. That sucks, man. That's rough. Then the mom can party even more. You do be right about that, Sloops. Got an easy day today, but then tomorrow your meetings start to finish. Oh, that sounds hellish, Mitch Rich. Oh, then you have Wednesday off. That's nice. It's a bad strategy. Yeah, it's just like I was just like, man, you've got so much fun stuff that you could do like in your 20s, and you could have so much. You could go do so many cool things. Like, you really want to do all that with while also having the concern of having a child at home, like over your head? I would be like real concerned about that. You know, I feel like I wouldn't be able to like disengage so much. Is that also like what people did with like our generation and this last generation of people? They just had babies like real early, so that way they, with the intention that they could go out partying when they're like 10, 20, 30. Like, that feels fucked up. That feels fucked up to me. Partying is not actually fun in your 30s. Yeah, exactly. Better front load it 100%. No rush to get through your 20s. Yeah, agreed, Zark, right? Slowly starting to accept it, take it easy. Yeah, I think, yeah, I fucking hate it. My sister's friends are still big parties in their 30s. Oh, man. Raj Q. Wow, that's kind of unbelievable, yeah. Missing your dad's family, no one has less than 4 kids. Wow, that is wild. Holy crap. Yeah, I think my concern there is what the actual mom actually did. Yeah, see, that's, you know, definitely ticking away in the back of my brain too. 100%, Muir. Like, you know it. I just think it's like, it's not great, you know. To be fair, men do this constantly. Yeah, I mean, that's also true. That's also true. I always thought that was like a fucked up aspect of The Simpsons, where it's like Homer goes out and he works like a 9 to 5, and then he comes home and he's like, I'm gonna go out drinking with my boys. It's like, man, your wifey's just been like home basically all day doing whatever, and like rearing the kids, and then you're just like, you get home from your job, which you just sleep at basically, and you're just gonna go to the bar. Like there was television fucked us up is all I'm saying basically. Like that I feel like that is such a standard.
Stalker splicing facilities are strangely quiet. Too quiet.
My mom was one of 7 and your dad was one of 8. Wow, those are some huge families. That's wild. That's fair. I mean, that's very fair as well, Sloops. That is very fair. Is there nothing else here? What did this firing range do? I was just concerned for this younger person, because I was like, that's some not great advice that your mom's giving you, unfortunately. Like, what is with this place? I just don't get it. What am I firing even? Do what's gonna be best for you, not because your mom thinks it's great, but yeah, it's not ideal. Skips work to drink all day. Yeah, exactly. Like, absolutely. Like, it definitely feels like Homer is for sure a functioning alcoholic. Absolutely. Greatest Generation and Boomerman, though. Yeah, absolutely. Women can't afford to stay home anymore. Yeah, yep. Sloops in here with the truth bombs. Absolutely. Babies cost a lot. Oh, what grinds your gears about The Simpsons, Yaseo? Beat mentioning the hospital bills for Max on their baby blog. Yeah, no, babies are really, really expensive to be given birth to, which is absurd. Like, again, like, you're bringing a new life into the child. Like, you're bringing a new life into this world, which in itself is fucking amazing, and you've got a lot of things to concern about. But also, like, if you think about it, that's another taxpayer that's being added to the fucking pool. You know, it's gonna take a little bit of time. There's gonna be like a little bit of a governmental investment for sure, but like, it's gonna happen. You literally have just introduced a new life into the pool, right? Like, for there to be tax revenue generated off of. So why the fuck is it only the individual to pay that? That's so, I always thought that was silly. I'm popping out my chat because there's a lot of chat going on. I want to read all of it. Pop.
Have you been flirting
How
with
old
the
is Max
Iceman
now, by the way? I
again?
don't even know how old Max's kid is.
So
Or
much more
Beep's kid is, rather.
fun.
So I think Mama's 5 at. She's like, pretend you're a boomer. Oh, Max is 9. I don't know what Max's I don't know what Max's pronouns are. I don't want to assume. I love names that you can use, like, are gender agnostic. Like Adrian is a gender agnostic name. Like, that could be male or female. People talk about the stereotype of a boomer who hates his wife, but there's no shows that follow that stereotype. Yeah, it's mostly, I feel like that's mostly, I feel like that's mostly like boomer comics, for sure, where it's like wife bad. Absolutely. Both my parents had 6 to 8 siblings. I'm one of 2, and neither of us birthed children and we're in your 30s. Also a big family as well. What shows actually perpetuate is men treating their wives like shit, then showing remorse to win her back. Yeah, that's super true. Yep. Yeah, men get infinite redemption arcs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're super right. That is 100% what The Simpsons are. Yeah, and if women do that in a TV show, they get labeled something nasty, right? They get labeled something gross. If women do it in a TV show, then it boggles everybody's freaking minds, right? But men can just do it over and over again in television, and it's fine, right? Yeah, I have not watched The Simpsons in like a long ass time, and I'll tell you why. The last episode of The Simpsons that I watched, Homer was off to he had a big bunch of money in order to go buy a new roof for the house, right? And so he's on the way to go buy this new roof, and he sees a man selling some barbecue on the side of the road, and the man has a special barbecue thing, and the guy offers to sell the barbecue thing to Homer for exactly how much the rent is. What a coincidence. And and Homer goes, like, literally in the episode, he goes, oh no, what am I going to do? What I should do or what I know I'm going to? And, like, that moment was such a fucking, like, so self-aware. Like, it was just too meta, in my opinion, where it's like, you're literally, like, bringing up the fact that Homer is a piece of shit, and he's aware that he's a piece of shit. He's self-aware of that fact, but he's still just going to do it anyways, right? For the bit, right? And I get that's what the whole show is literally about, but also, like, you have to be so on the fucking nose with it, right? Like, it's just, like, too much. like, and that was, like, I haven't watched a single episode of The Simpsons after that, because I was like, if you're literally on this level where you're just literally making fun of yourself, you're basically the same as Family Guy. It sucks.
I remind sir that it is a wastrel.
I have not watched Breaking Bad all the way through. I've watched the first few episodes. It's just like a little bit too tense of a show for me. Like I feel like I would need to watch it with somebody, and I don't think it would be the kind of show that my partner would enjoy. So I probably just will never end up watching Breaking Bad, even though I hear it's like real good. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat right now. Yeah, it's dreadful, Yaseo. I can't stand it either. 100%. Yeah, you're super right with that too, Ruby. It's television and film, advertisements too, huge impact on society and and the cultural zeitgeist. 100%. Big family in theory. In truth, we are mostly a tight-knit group of 4. Oh, that's nice. Lots of aunts and uncles. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for sure. That's kind of where I'm at. I know my dad's side of the family a lot better than I know my mom's side of the family. Like, I think my mom's side of the family, I think my mom is like one of 7 siblings too, actually. And my dad is one of 3. But I know I'm much more familiar with my dad's side of the family than I am with my mom's. You have one awful cousin, you're HQ. Yeah. Zarkray with the salient comment. To be fair, this is basic human communication. Stories from the past to define nature or gods became entertainment to define us. Multiply that with the height of TV and film industries, and you get this. Yep. Yep. And we're also like more online and more tapped into everything than we've ever before, both in terms of people and things, right? It's pretty wild. Yeah, I think I've heard that, Sloops, that the Breaking Bad fandom doesn't like the main character's wife, but just because she's like a normal person, right? Who's like not cool with Walter selling drugs, which like is reasonable. Like how dare she set boundaries of, hey, don't be a shitty drug dealer. Feel like it validates things that shouldn't be validated a lot of time, and I think that's what makes it dangerous. Yeah, that's super true too. Like especially like there's a lot of like low-key and casual sexism, racism, transphobia, etc. that is just kind of interwoven into a lot of TV shows, like especially like from the past. Like if you look like 10 years ago, any show made in the 2000 era, there's gonna be some weird shit in it. There's gonna be some weird like casual sexism or like some weird jokes. Like absolutely, it's really quite unpalatable. Like it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I mean, it's from the past and it's from a different time, but like it's just like 10 years ago that we're talking about. It's not like we're talking about the fucking 1950s here. We're talking about shit from 10 years ago that's got like some really cringy commentary in it and like is really uncomfortable, right? Yeah, like I don't see why. I don't even know the woman's name, but I don't see, like, it sounds like a reasonable complaint to have about your husband who is like literally falling into crime. But again, like the Breaking Bad in its entirety is a very absurd show, because the whole point of it is, hey, look at how fucked up the American healthcare system is, and that this person has fucking cancer and they're a teacher, but they don't get it paid for free. Like they have to pay for it out of pocket. Like it's really more almost like a commentary on the American healthcare system in a really weird way, which is fucked up. But like, yeah, that doesn't, you having cancer and you like being sick with it doesn't make it acceptable for you to be a piece of shit. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, rewatching any show from the 90s, yeah, and the mid to late thousands too, is pretty whack. Yeah, I think you're super right with that too. People hate women when they don't follow the script. Yeah. Recently rewatched Star Trek, and all three of them do their damnedest to be progressive, but have moments of really weird shit. Yeah, Star Trek is very true of that too. Yeah, welcome to TV Politics Hour. Yeah, I mean, it definitely, especially when we're talking about shows from like the 2000s and the 90s and even like the early teens, like some of that stuff is just real bad, like, and really unfortunately so. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my inventory while I'm chatting, and it's not going super hot. It's just really, yeah. Timbo in chat, destroy all the bad things. You know, I think it's fine. We got like 20 pounds. People actually threaten the actress. That's so stupid. That is really dumb. Right, yeah. That's also the kind of vibe that I got too, right? It's like he wants to do it himself too. Walter wants to fix things himself, and in doing so, and in not asking for help, he becomes the villain of his own story too, right? That's fucked up though. There was another show that came out recently where the viewers were harassing an actor or an actress. I can't remember why. I remember something about that though. I can't remember, but like, yeah, it really is like a truly disgusting aspect of the television and film industry that like fans, quote unquote fans, will literally go out of their way to attack people, like literally when they're just making things that they like, you know, because they're doing it in a slightly different way. Like I think that's so disturbing. Like it's just, and it's so juvenile too, right? Oh, he does get an offer of help from an outside party? Really? Good one, Moo Kitty. I like spicy depressing as a genre. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it happens way too much. And they do that with like it's not just actors and actresses from like TV. It's also with like video games and stuff too. Just like it's just so. There's so many so much other shit going on in the world right now. You think you could be using that time and energy that you're using to harass an actor or an actress who did something that you didn't like in a movie to do something productive and like helpful to society at large, you know? But hello? Eat shit, Cazador. God, that's so satisfying. Anytime an actor plays a villain, yeah, like I know that was like a thing that happened with Malfoy, right? Where he was like, people like treated him like shit for like no reason. It's just so odd to me that some people have like a genuinely hard time differentiating like fiction from reality, right? Like, you know that this person that plays a fictional character in this piece of fiction isn't a bad person, right? Like. Right? Like, we don't have to... I shouldn't need to say that. I'm going in here. I didn't like the look of them robots. I didn't like the look of them robots showing up. They often have to have support groups. Yeah, like... And it's sad that that's necessary, but totally makes sense to me, right? Like, that's super unfortunate. Also, it's not usually the actor at fault. Yeah, that's also a good point, too, where it's like the writer, the producer, the director, like, depending on what happens in the context of the production, this all might be misplaced, right? Yeah, misplaced anger is a great way to put it. It's funny to me because I love people who play villains well. Yeah, exactly. Like, villains are really interesting characters in pieces of media, and a person who can play a villain in a compelling and in a good way is an incredible actor, right? I was on another window, and for a second I was like, why is Timbo mowing the lawn? Oh, that's really funny. Like, who is actually cruel and knows how to be cruel in a fictional world? I don't think it's possible because cruel people have such a personal relationship with their prey. Yeah, that's a really good point, too. Sounds like a great way to get your charge done. Yeah, I mean, like, good villains are you can't hold a candle to them, right? Like, what's the name of the bad guy from one of the bad guys from Breaking Bad? Again, I haven't watched it, but I hear his rendition is really good. And he's the bad guy from The Mandalorian. Oh, Giancarlo Esposito. That dude is so fucking good. He's so intimidating and scary. He's such a cool actor, and he plays villains so well. Like that dude is terrifying. That dude is really scary, and he plays a villain and a villainous role in such a unique and cool way. Like, I would like to drink from this fountain. Thank you. And it's like, to me, it's just like, it would be like, it's like hating a fictional character, right? Like, it's just kind of pointless. Yeah, I hear Gus is like one of the best characters in the show. Yeah, I hear he's one of the most terrifying, like I hear he's like really, really scary, which is like I don't think that dude got hate mail, right? Like, I don't know. Wasn't there like something where like Game of Thrones actors were receiving hate mail too? Like, not even because, like, when I feel like the hate mail probably should have been going to the writers / directors. What were their names? All I know is that they're D&D, which is upsetting because D&D should be associated with something good. But maybe that's just my hot take. A lot of people don't know the difference between enjoying a villain character and actually supporting their toxic traits. Damn, I think you hit the nail on the head, Zarkray. Yeah, I mean, also the end was real bad. But again, that's like what Muir said. It's not the actor's fault. It's literally the writers and the producers, right? There's a whole thing about queer coding villains. Oh yeah, I hate that too. Absolutely, absolutely. They will absolutely make characters who are queer coded, and they're the villains, and it sucks because it's like I just want to have. Can't we just have some nice queer characters for fuck's sake? Like, why does everything have to be like, if you're gonna write the character in such a way that it's obvious that they're gay, why are you gonna make them like a villain too? It's just messed up. Same with disability too. I've noticed that recently, like some of the stuff that I've been watching is casually ableist, where they'll have like literally like the bad guy will be somebody in a wheelchair, right? Or shit like that, or like they're scarred heavily, or and it's just like, damn, dude, like I like the fact that there's representation in it, but does the representation have to be doesn't have to be that they're the baddie? Come on. Like, fuck, dude. Woody Harrelson is another one who can play scumbag and villains. Oh, yeah. I like Woody Harrelson as an actor, too. I'm trying to think what villain role I've seen him in. I haven't seen the new Venom movie. I gotta see that, though. I hear he's pretty good in that. I also hear Venom is like a very silly, campy film that's, just inherently absurd and ridiculous, which I think is like the perfect tone that movie should take, because it is inherently absurd and ridiculous. It's about a man with a space symbiote, and they go on a killing spree. I mean, right? Like, if it's not silly, then what are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow, Fritter. Welcome in. Welcome to the guild. Yeah, it's super deeply ingrained in the media. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Zarkrace. I've read the first like 100, 200, maybe even 300 issues of Homestuck, but it's just so convoluted and nonsensical. I have a really hard time actually getting through it, and like, because it feels like so self-aware and not in a good way at times. Like, it feels like it's like, oh, Fritter! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in, Stronger Hun. And XZ2. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a quick shout out. Let me go ahead and pivot away from this screen. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing today? Nice to meet you. Thank you for bringing your community on over. Let me give you that shout out, and then I'll tell you my bit. Fritter. Oh, is that a Space Dandy? Is that a Space Dandy character profile thing? I love it. Welcome in, Crazy Pyro.
I'm scared of what this is, bro.
I recognize Team Fortress 2.
What does that say? Oh, shit.
That's awesome. That's
there
so
we
cool.
Go. Okay, here. Wait, we gotta.
Man, I have not played Team Fortress 2 in a long ass time. Man, that just made so many memories come flooding back. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm Timbo the Wizard. I'm a variety streamer. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and we do all kinds of stuff around here. We also do world building. It's a lot of fun. If you want to see the world building map, we got it right here. And so every single spot on these maps has been added by somebody in the community. But yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. We're just doing a little bit of Fallout, so that way we can. Oh yeah, starting soon. Let me just boop. But yeah, thanks again for the raid, Fritter. Let me drop you a follow. So that way I will come by and check you out sometime. Thanks again. Super appreciate it. And thanks again for bringing your community on down. Very cool of you. If it just wants to work. There we go. I'm just dropping you a follow. Thanks so much, Fritter. Thanks for coming by. I'm going to Man, yeah, I love that. Man, I love that Space Dandy profile picture. I gotta watch Space Dandy. Like I've seen like the first season, like once or maybe twice, and I really, really liked it. I really liked it. I gotta go back and finish it up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a follow. We've got follower emotes enabled, so you can use those to drop all the love. Yeah, TF2 is very fun. Thank you, Stronger Hun, for the follow. Appreciate you. And Crazy Pyro 1170. Do you mostly play TF2, Fritter? Oh, and Zitsu, thank you as well. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly as well. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, TF2 was so much fun. I love me some Team Fortress. I have not played TF2 in a hot minute, but like, oh yeah, it's Sloops. Sloops is the OG. They were all up in that TF2 back in the day, man. Yeah, five years. That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember diving back into TF2 a little bit when the Pyro update dropped, and they or not the Pyro update, the Meet the Pyro dropped. This is Fallout New Vegas. This was actually my first playthrough of it. Yeah, I remember when I think Sloops and I have talked about this a little bit privately, but I remember when Overwatch was dropping, and I was like, man, this looks just like it's like Team Fortress 2. It's got like a very similar like kind of vibe to me of, yeah, you squat up and you take down objectives. It's real cool. Just a single chicken on that spot, Pyro? Is there anything special with the chicken? Thank you for the stretch. Oh, and the hydrate. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. Oh yeah, Mura was a big Fallout player, a big TF2 player as well. I forgot about that. Fallout New Vegas is a huge love. Oh really? Yeah. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is my first playthrough, so I'm having a real good time. You've played through Fallout 4 twice with all the DLC? The beloved chicken. You got it. Fantastic. Okay, great. Give me 1 second. I'll go ahead and... Bop. So getting everything up and running so that way we can get the thing added to the map. We'll throw a little bit of pretzel on in the background just to have like a nice little ditty. So... yeah, Fallout 4 is like a lot of fun. I really liked Fallout 4. It was like quite a bit of a different experience to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, but it was good. I didn't care for the base building so much, but like I really enjoyed the I really just enjoyed all the questing and stuff. Like I thought that the questing was some of the strongest that it had been in the in any Fallout game. Like I really thought like the quest lines were really good. Some of the writing could have been a little bit better for sure. Like 760. Oh, it doesn't go to 68, but I can do you at 739. How does that sound? There, Crazy Pyro. Perfect. All right, great. We'll go ahead and throw beloved chicken. And we'll give this guy an exclamation point because we love him. Give him a blue exclamation. Added by Crazy. Oh no. We have countering boons going up. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Oop. Crazy Pyro. There it is. 70. On 11. 15. 21. This chicken is beloved by all. Great marker. 839. This will have a red exclamation point. Chicken Destroyer. Added by Fritter. With an extra T. Oh, wait. Extra T and an extra R. No worries, son. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your sleep. Have a good night. On 11, 15, ooh, 21. This destroys chickens. Perfect. All right, excellent. And we'll create marker. And give me just 1 second. I also do a Twitter archive as well. Yeah, school. Oof, oof. I feel like that's part of the reason why I really haven't gotten back into, like, I haven't gone back to school or anything since graduating high school, because I was just like, man, I'm done with this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, peace. I'm out. Added by Crazy Pyro 11 oh 1 11 15 21. A beloved chicken. So eventually, this beloved chicken is loved by all. So eventually, we're gonna start doing questing in this world that we're building together as well. And you're gonna be able to make characters and have those characters have different traits associated with them. Center that a little bit better. There we go. Added by Fritter on 11. Chicken Destroyer. This destroyed chickens. I love it. Amazing. Let me get my chat back up real quick. Chicken destroy. Amazing. I love this arms race that's going on now. We'll make this one a different exclamation point. We'll make this one a yellow exclamation point. There we go. Chicken destroyer. Destroyer. I love the levels of recursion. Destroys chicken. Destroyer. Destroyers. Oh man, beautiful. Oh, that's so funny. The chicken nightmare begins. The chickens are safe for now. Oh fuck, that's funny. All right, let's go ahead and dive back into the game. Man, thank you so much for redeeming those, though. That's really fun. Those are great. Oh, let me tweet it out, too. Oh, I just got it, too. So, Crazy Pyro, you must be a Pyro player in Team Fortress 2, right? Saying though, I'm like saying and looking at the word destroy so much now, it's starting to lose meaning. Okay. I've been up. Oh, do you mean like my uptime right now, or do you mean my how long I've been streaming for in general? Because I've been streaming. My uptime currently is about we're about 2 hours and 45 minutes into the stream, and I've been streaming since late January of this year. So yeah, late January. I started streaming, like, I think my first stream date was January 20 something like that. So less than a year at this point. Though we're pushing up on our streamiversary. We're getting there, which is pretty exciting. Which room did I go in? Okay, I came through that door. Let's see. Now I'm here. Yeah, appreciate it, Fritter. Appreciate you. Welcome to the guild, everybody. Glad to have y'all here. Oh. This man is just sitting here. Oh, and the thing is empty. Shoot. Safe's empty. Sorry, I'm just scrolling back up chat real quick. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem that safe, does it? Hey, Yasayo. But yes, you raided into the midst of our very compelling discussion that we were having about media and about media. We like to talk about all kinds of wacky and outside the box topics around here. Basically whatever pops into my brain at any given time. I'm a neurodiverse individual. I have ADHD, so usually we're bouncing all over the place in terms of conversation topic. But when y'all rated in, we were just discussing like media and toxic concepts and things that are ingrained in media, like how like, for example, like with The Simpsons, how like Homer can basically fuck up endlessly over and over again, and his wife, no matter what happens, will always forgive him and take him back in the end, and how that's a kind of toxic mindset to be pushing on to theoretically impressionable young viewers, that you should just accept whatever bullshit gets handed to you and just accept it, like, because the person, like, you know, it's not ideal, right? It's a little bit, maybe more than a little bit of a toxic mentality to have. Man, these guys are real easy. Tough guy. Oh. Okay. Huh. Not sure why that happened. I kind of just stood there also. Oh yeah, ADHD gang, hell yeah. Yeah, we have a highly neurodiverse community here. Sir, can you just kill me already? Yeah, we have a highly neurodiverse community here, so you'll be right at home, my friend. And I just don't know why I was exploding, and I'm gonna move away. I guess that's fine. Was there anything that I picked up that I actually needed? I don't think so. Yeah, the game literally giving me tough guy before blowing me up. Sometimes it feels like the game is like a little self-aware, for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason why I like this. There's been like a lot of new shows that have been coming out, especially like, funnily enough, like children's television has been really, like cartoons and stuff, have been really good about like pushing the envelope in terms of inclusivity, diversity, and other things like that, which is like great. Don't get me wrong. Like I love it, but it's like it really, it makes the stuff from the past really, like it makes their inadequacies and the shit that they do that is like obviously kind of not great, like stand out even more. You know what I mean? Like having something to compare it to, and like how media could be, right, is like, no, I don't want the fission batteries. it's really eye-opening, right? Like for example, like the use of, or like for example, like with Steven, you know, Steven does such a good job of having inclusiveness and that kind of stuff. Of course, it could be better, naturally, but like I feel like Steven does a really good job of that. Another show that I haven't watched a huge amount of, but I feel like does a good job too, is Craig of the Creek, which is like a semi-newish Netflix or Cartoon Network show, which I've watched like a few episodes here and there, and it's pretty good. Like it does a good job of like having whimsy, which I think is something that some shows, like especially children's shows, they don't really nail. The chainsaw is good for robots because it ignores damage threshold. Oh yeah, I've been using this chainsaw like wild. Like it's my favorite. I have no idea how ADHD is diagnosed, if I'm honest, but it's super invisibilized. How a lot of stuff like that isn't openly talked about. I know you didn't mean the word invisibilized. I'm trying to figure out what you did mean, Zark. Yeah, no, you're super right though, Zark, right? Like it is unfortunate that it's not openly talked about. Oh, nice. That's great, Fritter. That's fantastic. Been taking it for 18 years. That's super good to hear that it works for you. Yeah, Craig of the Creek's real good. I really like it. Taking it for about 13 years. Oh, nice. No, you're good. You're all good, Zark. I got what you mean, more or less. You were diagnosed at 5. Wow. I was diagnosed when I was 13? 12, 13? I must have been 13 because I was a freshman. I was a freshman. Yeah. Yeah. It's always cool to meet more neurodivergent streamers, 100%. I'm glad to have you. Thanks again for raiding in. I super appreciate it. Come on. Come this way. Okay. I guess that explains why I was dying. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, like, there is still for sure that, like, mentality amongst some... Oh, there's a big Chonky lad with a binary name. Wonder what that guy's name was in binary. Like, it's for sure still like, negatively impacting, like, students nowadays, unfortunately. Because some places, unfortunately, don't have, like, the access and the quality of care to be able to diagnose... Sir? Sir. Diagnose folks with ADHD, you know? Like, some of them... I probably should save. Like, I saw this really interesting video that was posted in Meowster's Discord, who is a non-binary neurodivergent streamer as well. Super cool person. That was all about how, you know, getting a diagnosis is privilege, which I think is very true, because it's like, depending on, you know, your accessibility to healthcare, the area that you live in, that if the area that you live in has or doesn't have psychiatric facilities in which they can perform a psychiatric evaluation, right? Like, all those factors and more are really impactful into whether or not a person gets a diagnosis, right? And not getting a diagnosis early for some people can be really, really negative. The Bushcraft Wizard, thank you for the follow. Always glad to have another wizard in the guild. welcome in, my friend. Thank you for the follow. A fellow wizard. Thanks, Bushcraft. Appreciate it. Robot's only weakness, chainsaw. Yeah, you got it. You got it. A lot of kids are just thrown onto meds without proper diagnosis and then have to live off of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky, for sure. Now there's 2 of them. Yeah, ADHD also comes with imposter syndrome. That's super true. Like this imposter syndrome is something that I grapple with all the time, which is super silly because it doesn't really, like, I feel like I shouldn't. Like, I feel like I should feel justified in the things that I do and the stuff that I do, that I shouldn't feel that way. But I for sure totally do. Like I'll, and it's like I feel like it's almost like a different form of imposter syndrome than like most people face, because like, or maybe it's just an oversimplification, because I'm like, because like I see most people being like, oh man, I'm the imposter syndrome because like despite all the cool things that I do, I'm not like a creator or a writer or whatever or what have you, you know. And I have like it in a little bit of a different way, where instead of being like, oh, despite of all the fact that I do all the stuff that I do, I'm not this thing, I'm an imposter. I'm much more like, I don't do anything, and therefore everything I say is false, right? Like even like I delegitimize, I guess, the things that I do, you know, like for example, I like just streaming for Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a full year is like a huge achievement, especially for me, somebody who's neurodivergent, who has trouble committing to doing stuff like that, you know, like committing to doing something and then doing it consistently is really like, it's really hard. And you know, if you do it in the wrong way, like that neurodiversity makes it feel like it's just nails on chalkboard. You know what I mean? Like that hasn't happened while I've been streaming, and I've been lucky to feel that way, that I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy streaming. I really enjoy coming and getting to hang out with people and talk and just chat, you know, because I also feel like a large part of like my thought process comes to talking too, you know. Ah! Hello? Ah! You know, it helps me get my thoughts out and make them like help me process them by having to talk, you know. And I feel so awkward when I'm by myself and I want to talk about something, but like there's nobody there, and I don't want to talk to nothing, because then it makes me feel weird and uncomfortable. And so it's like having the ability to be like, yeah, I'm gonna just go and ramble for like, woo. I'm gonna just go ramble for like 3-4 hours about whatever, and we're gonna have a great conversation. Ooh, it's you know, it's awesome. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy that you know, people seem to enjoy coming and hanging out with me for various reasons that I don't pretend to understand, but I'm happy people are here. Yeah, the imposter syndrome, especially amongst neurodivergent folk, is real, 100%. So I'm just scrolling. I'm scrolling back. Their magical power is too strong. Oh, nice emote. I like that D20. You got assessed for ADHD a while back, and I had to A, get myself to the office, B, have 4 hours to spare, C, pay for it. Yeah, yeah. That's a perfect personification, because that all that stuff is just a simple form of gatekeeping, unfortunately. Imposter syndrome goes so hard. Sometimes I think I'm a fraud and don't deserve the people I've met and made friends with. Yeah, I feel that, Zarkray. Yeah, I know what you mean. Absolutely. Imposter syndrome makes me think that I'm not a good enough, especially in the music space. I hate it. Yeah, you know, there's for sure like an aspect of confidence as well to it too, right? Where it's like, it's much easier to be like, oh. Like, I feel like confidence plays a big aspect of it. Okay. Because I'm somebody who, wow, neat. I'm somebody who's always kind of struggled with having high self-esteem and high confidence levels, despite what it may sound like in my voice. I'm just very good at acting. It can be very difficult, you know, absolutely. But that's why it's like important to just keep going, you know, keep progressing, keep pushing. Not to a point where you're like making yourself sick or feel bad, and taking time off and taking breaks is super valid and important too, especially in the creation process, you know. But it definitely feels like there is like a line of confidence, right? And the way the confidence confidence and imposter syndrome, they're definitely factors in each other for sure. This thing is cool. Let's see it. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Seventh Roll. I'm doing just fine. Good to see you, my friend. Just having a, just a little bit of a heavy talk, but that's how sometimes we roll around here. Good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. Gotta go. Love your stream. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it, Fritter. Have a great rest of your evening, and thanks again for bringing your community on down. I super appreciate you. Thanks again. I will catch you later. Definitely have to create a space and remind myself that I'm not what my imposter syndrome tells me. Yeah, it can be really hard. Yeah, it can be tough. It can be tough. This thing is fucking sick. I love this fucking thing. What is this? Sick. Think I can shoot this guy? Oh, I did hit him. Get back here. That's good damage. Super inaccurate. Should I try and get diagnosed if I relate to ADHD traits? I feel like it's a bit invasive asking. Oh, no. Not staying long. Had a minute figured to say hi. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for popping in, Seventh Roll. I appreciate you. That's a great question, Zarkray. And I think other people in chat will be able to have advice with that as well. It's a little tricky because we know each other a little bit, but I don't know like what traits you're referring to. And if you feel that those traits are like self-represented, and you also feel like medication might assist you, I think that that's valid, and I think that if you're comfortable with it, then you should ask about it 100%. Like you should reach out to a psychiatrist or what have you in order to be able to do that, But I think like if your intention is just getting some form of relief from your ADHD symptoms, there are other coping mechanisms and stuff that you can do that are not medication driven, but may assist you as well. So there are lots of different options and stuff. Honestly, that's great. I would. You could also post this in Meowster's Discord in the Neurodiversity channel, and I feel like people would have a lot of really interesting and good takes on that, because it's a really good question. It's a great question, and while I personally am diagnosed, I do not take any form of medication. So I just don't, I feel like I'm not the best person that you could be asking in this context, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly what Raichu. Sometimes it can validate your feelings. Yeah, that's also true, Yaseo. Oh my gosh, Fartnock Live, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. It's not relief, it's more my actual curiosity. Yeah, I think that's valid. Absolutely. Welcome in. Welcome in, Fartnock Life. So glad to see you. Welcome in. Let me switch to the BRB screen and then I'll do a little shout out. A little shout out for you. Welcome in. What were you playing today? Are you playing more were you playing more Bloodborne? You play more Bloodborne. You love to see it.
That's just the way up. Okay.
This is the Dark Souls randomizer, isn't it?
Grab those. Do not.
Oh no, this is real Dark Souls. Oh, I know that exact scene. I know that exact place. I hate those dogs. Oh, you finally beat Lawrence. Nice. Oh, you're doing the old Hunters DLC. Oh shit. How are you liking that? I haven't played that DLC. I haven't played that DLC, but it looks real good. I watched a video of it. I watched like a playthrough. So good. Like that DLC is incredible. It's super cool. Welcome in though. So glad to have you. Thanks for the raid. In case this is your first time here, hey everybody, I'm Timbo the Wizard. I'm a variety streamer on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. We do all kinds of stuff over here. Today we're playing a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Thanks again, Fartnock, for that raid. I super appreciate it. Got as far as Lawrence before. Yeah. He's like really hard. I remember I remember like watching the gameplay of that playthrough of the DLC, and like Lawrence was nails difficult. Like and like there's some really difficult stuff after him too, man.
Mighty think tank.
I'm so excited for Elden Ring 2.
In your dome? Cower, you fools. Cower.
Did I not get the thing? I thought I got it. I honestly spent a lot of time being like super proactive and defensive over my ADHD, and it was so harmful to me and other people for years. I've learned that it's totally okay and valid for people to not get diagnosed and still have symptoms and be part of the community. Yeah, I think that that's true too, and I think that people that want to gatekeep the I think that people that want to gatekeep that it's real shitty, because like first of all, you know, we've established that ADHD diagnosis is, and you know, any form of mental health diagnosis is basically a crapshoot, and it's a rigmarole, right? Like it's an aspect of, it can be an aspect of privilege a lot of the time, for sure. But also, like, if you aren't diagnosed as having ADHD or any form of neurological neuro condition, neurodivergency, but you personally get something from like following those following coping mechanisms that people use, that's super valid, you know? Absolutely. Like, I don't think
you been flirting with the Ice Queen again? Ugh, I'm so much more fun.
I think that that's like super valid.
You! Hey, you! Yeah, you! Got any mugs? Of course you don't. Why would you? You're not an insane robot obsessed with coffee cups. To you, they're just worthless junk.
No, I just don't have any.
What do you want, mugs, huh? You some kind of sick mug hoarder? Oh God, give me the coffee cup, please. It's sitting there in your back, taunting me. Sorry. Sorry.
Love this guy.
Carry away. It's just all those goddamn dirty dishes out there with no one to clean them. It breaks my heart. Of course I'm upset.
Well, I love this little dance there.
You think I don't know how crazy I sound? Of course I do. They programmed me to know that too.
Oh, damn.
They made me just to torture me. But you know, it's the neglect that hurts the most. Hey, everybody, let's turn ourselves into robot brains in
Good impersonation.
Do you know how many coffee cups giant robot brains in jars use on a daily basis? Not fucking many!
This guy reminds me of the butter robot from Rick and Morty. What do? What is my purpose? You pass the butter. Oh my God. You're diagnosed with ADHD when you were 10. Don't know anything else. Family also thinks you may have OCD. I mean, that would be something that a psychiatrist would be able to help you out with, for sure. But, you know, there are... I definitely think my diagnosis have caused me to be more forgiving of myself. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, Butterbot has become mug cleaning bot. Yeah, I think, Raichu, you're like on point with that. Is that like having diagnoses like really allows you to recognize like yourself a little bit better, I guess. You know, because I feel like neurodivergent people, especially when they're not necessarily aware that they're neurodivergent because they've been undiagnosed or what have you, there is like a really large aspect of, like, I know this is true for me, that there is this impression that you should be normal, I guess, like acting, like doing things that are atypical of people who are neurodivergent, like having stims and doing little things, being impulsive and stuff like that. Like to non-neurodivergent people, that doesn't seem normal, right? Exactly. That doesn't seem normal, right? And there is definitely the societal push to be quote unquote normal, right? Oh, you have a stim, well, that's just a toy for you to play with. Oh, you did something impulsively. Well, why did you do that? Don't you have a normal level of impulse control, right? Like, I mean, I mean, that's just like, I feel like a thing that society definitely pushes on to people who are neurodivergent, that it's like, because you don't act in a quote unquote normal way, you should feel shame because of that, right? And getting that diagnosis and getting that understanding of like, this is how I am, not simply because I'm wrong or because I'm not normal, but because my brain chemistry is literally different than the quote unquote normal person, the quote unquote average person, right? That can really make it so that way you're more kind to yourself, I guess. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I think that you are normal, Moo Kitty, and I think that society saying that you're not normal, society is the ones that are wrong, right? I think that that's Gubbins, because I think that you shouldn't feel shame about who you are. Absolutely, like you should be proud to be the way that you are. And I mean, if you have like, this is like my experience with ADHD, right? Because like when I was diagnosed when I was 13, I just assumed that talking about it, like when they diagnosed me, it was like, yeah, you have ADHD because you have a lot of thoughts going through your head and you're impulsive and etc. But I had no fucking idea the literal depths of all the different things that ADHD affects and impacts on your brain. Like for example, I had no idea that impulsivity was an aspect of having ADHD. And when I was growing up, I was impulsive as fuck. Like I would like literally have a thought pop into my head and I would be doing it, you know, regardless of what the thought was. And that's like has the capacity to put you into like trouble, right? Like to you know, put you into compromising or like uncomfortable situations because you're just doing the first thing that pops into your head, right? Like Jason from fucking The Good Place, right? That boy who was like such a nice, sweet boy, but also just literally does anything that just pops into his head the moment that he thinks of it, right? And all it took was literally Michael being like, hey, Jason, you know, like, you don't have to do everything that pops into your head the moment that you think of it, right? You can think about whether or not you want to do that instead. And Jason looks at him and goes, man, why did nobody ever tell me that? And that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like, it's just like, why did nobody ever tell me that impulsivity is a larger aspect of having ADHD and being neurodivergent? Why didn't anybody tell me that having rejection sensitivity dysphoria is a massive aspect of having ADHD? Like, I never knew that. And I would never have known that if it wasn't for Meowster and their Discord. In fact, before any of that, I really found a comic by this one creator called ADHD Alien to be really impactful to me, because it was like a big bingo chart about like all these different symptoms of people with ADHD had. And it was like a chart of like 15 images, and I was 14 out of 15 of those images on that. I was like, this is like me to a T almost. Like, there's only one thing on here that isn't exactly me, but it's a little bit like me. And it was like, I was just like having this brain expansion moment where I was like, man, I thought ADHD was this one thing, but I realize now it's like 15 things. It's like a whole bunch of shit. Right, Q. The big thing I've learned is that normality is just a front, and many people are hiding their own feelings of not meeting their idea of the status quo. Yep. Society puts way too many boxes in people, and it's unnecessary. Yes, that's also very true. Push down things it doesn't like, but that is not okay. You are okay the way you are and should be happy and proud of it. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Being neurodivergent has its blessings as well as its challenges. That's also very true. Yeah, exactly. It's got its upsides and its downsides for sure, because like I feel like being neurodivergent, like my brain can make connections, and it can make connections quickly in ways that other people's brain doesn't, which is really cool, and it's neat. But that was also one of the reasons why, like, when I was in school, they were like, oh, he's a gifted student because he thinks fast. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I can think fast, but then like after it got to a certain point, it was like, when it's something that's you're not naturally good at, right? Something that requires studying or anything like that, I would flub, because all it was just active and quick recall. You know, I could read something and then remember it like a few days later and just think of it quickly, right? Like, but if it required anything having to do with studying or sitting down and actually like grokking a large piece of information, I just couldn't do it, you know, because it's just like my brain is just like, this is the antithesis of candy. This is the opposite of what is good for my head, and I just hated it, you know. Rejection sensitivity has made me feel so completely out of my mind. Yeah, I've been, yeah. It really made me rethink like a large part of my life too, because it was like, it really just made me think about it, because it's like the rejection sensitivity is like, man, how much of my life have I felt like fucking dog shit for no reason? Like, it just, like, why? Like, there's no reason to feel like that. It's just like a normal, we're just like, you know, and it's like that, learning that, like, yeah, the reason why it feels like you're being hit by a fucking truck anytime any form of rejection happens is because of your brain, dog. It's because of the fucking biochemistry. It's like, man, that was like, again, another eye-opening moment, because I was like, man, I don't gotta feel fucking shit all the time for like literally things I have no control over, which is really like, again, just one of those moments where you're like, I'm Neo and I'm seeing the Matrix now, right? Issue with ADHD is that people think I'm a bad person. Man, fuck that noise. I don't think that you're a bad person, Moo Kitty. I don't think being neurodivergent means any of that. Fuck that. I think that's on them. I don't think that that's on you. I think that that's on your school system for implicating that, but I don't think that that's on you, 100%. And don't worry, there are, and that's also part of the thing, is that there are for sure other kids in your grade who haven't been diagnosed with ADHD who definitely have it too, or some other form of neurodiversity. But it does sound hard. I agree, Mira. That does sound like really difficult. Yeah, Mira, you were gifted student who raised his hand as someone who excelled through school and struggled intensely when it came to post-secondary. Yeah, exactly. Rejection sensitivity is one of those things where you have to step away, and it's so hard. Yeah, it's wild, you know, because it's like, why is my brain putting so much emphasis on this? Why does it care so much? Same, gifted student. Yeah, exactly. That's like another thing too, is like when adults go, this kid has an old soul. This child has an old soul. It just means that they're depressed. It just means that man, you have the depression of as a seasoned adult. Congratulations, child. Yeah, I believe it. I'm sure many people in this chat have heard that line. And also, yeah. It's just like, congratulations, child. You have adult depression and you're 7. Yep, there it is. There it is, Ruby. People telling me I was an old soul. Yeah. That's also true. That's also very true, Yaseo. Ugh.
Anything else, he asks. Like I don't long for the chance to be more than an erotic busboy. If you must know, at one point Dr. Mobius programmed me to manufacture electronic components in my central chassis. That module got corroded when the toaster spilled hot crumbs down my fence, though. If you find a backup somewhere, I could maybe do that for you.
There's literally a word in Spanish that combines old and young into a single word, and I kept hearing it all throughout my childhood. See, that's just setting such a bad impression onto a child. My RSD usually shows itself with panic attacks, so I'm like, why am I crying? Because of someone not responding. Yeah, I know what you mean, because it does feel like shattering. It's a very weird feeling, like it's like a hypersensitivity almost. Like it's really strange. Yeah. This is just how we do. Muir.
Most of them are probably beyond saving now. The only thing left is break them down and process them for raw materials. Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, Muggy. If I find any, I'll bring you a mug. I wonder if... What did he just do? I wonder if, I wonder what happens if I bring him enough mugs. I wonder if he gets happy. Yeah. I was thinking about that, Rajku. I was thinking about that. Do you think we could do you think we could sell that as like or market that as a selling point with a full neurodivergent cast? I think that that's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, that's, I mean, children are going to be terrible though, unfortunately. That's always been the case, Moon Kitty, but it's, you know, it's important to know like just that recognition of like this is what rejection sensitivity is and what it feels like can be really helpful for overcoming like emotions and stuff like that. Absolutely.
Some additional services?
Because I think your emotions are like, I think emotions are super valid. I'm gonna engage in services. I need physical. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that should definitely be an aspect of the marketing, that we have like a full neurodiverse crew, because I think that that's really cool.
I am online once again.
God.
Tremble world before my electric heating coil of doom.
Tremble, you're a toaster. How fearsome could you be?
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world.
Cool. Well, I am, for one, am quaking in my boots.
Buddy,
I'm gonna respect
if
him.
my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now. On fire!
Why all the rage?
Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger too.
This is like, it's like Bender. It's like Proto Bender.
Well, since I can't
Want to kill all humans?
I guess I have to listen to your inane questions.
What's your function?
You should be afraid. I am the scourge of all small appliances.
He does have really bad anger
Boogeyman
issues.
keeps lesser toasters awake at night.
Lesser toasters. So you murder toasters.
Not just murder. I tear them apart and render them down to their base components.
Gasp.
Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like.
You're a sick fuck toaster.
Well, what have we got here? Another innocent little toaster. Come here. I won't hurt you. Ha! Gotcha! Oh yes, the sweet smell
Ruby.
of chilled electric guts. The sparking diodes. I fucking live for this!
Toaster's sick, dude. He can superheat the fist?
Yes! Well, you want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics.
Man,
You
I
want
have
a
not
superheated
watched...
Saturday Night Power Fist? I can hook that shit up.
I really need to watch more Red Dwarf, because I've seen the first few episodes. He's a little murdery for sure. I've seen the first few episodes and I really liked it. I really like the humor. I really like the writing and the set design. Like, I really like it. I gotta watch more.
Soon I will rule.
Who else am I missing?
Lives will have their doneness setting turn too.
What else did I finish? Yeah, Rajku knows what's up. Because it's like... It's not even that, like... I feel less smart than people without ADHD, or smarter than people with ADHD, or I don't feel smarter or dumber than people with or without ADHD, rather, because it's just like a different way of thinking almost. You know, it's like, because people with ADHD, they can grok information like if it's something that they're into, they'll grok it really quickly and they'll be able to reproduce it. But if it's something that they don't want, they struggle with it, right? So it's just like it's really about like accommodations almost more than anything. Absolutely. No, that's unfortunate to hear, Mirror. I feel like I'm the only person ever to get so pissed off in class that I say fuck this. No, I've done that. I did that in high school. I did that in middle school too. Absolutely. And enough to sleep. It's been fun. Yeah, absolutely, Zarkray. Enjoy your sleep. Good luck with any labs or what have you that you may have in the upcoming week as well. I appreciate you and thanks for hanging out as long as you have. Enjoy your slumber. Sleep well, sweet prince. Let's go sell all this crap.
Might I be of service, sir?
Proton.
Very good, sir.
Yeah, so I have some pretty powerful opinions about some pretty hot takes about school and the school system, especially in America. That like maybe like a little too heavy for us to dive into at the end. But I will say, okay, good. I'm glad to hear you don't recall anything specific. Yeah, because I really do want to watch it again. Just watch it through because it was just so damn funny. But yeah, no, I mean, I have a very, very distinct memory of being in high school and we were in English class, I think it was, and the teacher was talking about some gubbins, and the teacher said, I don't remember what exactly at this point, but the teacher said something. They used a word that somebody didn't know that was like sitting behind me or next to me, and they were like, "Yo," I think it was like to themselves more than anything. They were like, I wonder what that means, right? And so like I overheard them and was like, "Oh, yo, this is what that means. This is what this word means." And like as I'm trying to tell this individual what a word means, the teacher yells at me and she's like, "No talking in class." And I was like, "All right, whatever." And then and I didn't get a chance to tell the dude what the fucking word meant. And he goes, "Man, but I still don't know what that word means." And so I try to whisper to him a little quieter, and that the teacher was like, "No, go outside." And I was like, "You know what? Fine." And I stood up real angry from my desk and I left into the hallway. And I was just like, "Man, fuck you. I'm literally trying to do your job here, but fuck me, I guess, for helping another student." Fuck me for knowing what a fucking word means and trying to do your job for you. Ugh. God, the teacher was terrible. Yeah. I just like, ugh.
That scalpel. Fish scalpel.
Yeah, it's just like the school system itself is just so borked, and like there's like it's very clear and obvious that like the school system and like all the systems that we have in place currently for minors is just literally daycare for the adults, so that way they can go off to work their 9 to 5, right? And B, like it's literally just indoctrination into the American workforce, right? Like so that way they can that way little American humans know that what did I miss? Did I not install all the things? You know, to install a work ethic into them at a very, very young age, which is like pretty fucked up. Then teachers would ask my parents, "Why you're so quiet?" Yeah, because I'm scared that I'm gonna be bitched at by the adult in this place for no reason. Wow, what the hell? Yeah, I totally get it, Ruby. 100%. It's just like, it's real sad. Oh,
God,
a literal sink.
You're filthy. I suppose you'll want to clean up then?
5 questions a day in 2nd grade. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. seem kind of worried about dirt. What's wrong?
Oh, it's just so unsanitary. Do you know how many germs are in 1 cubic centimeter of dirt? 70, 100, gajillion. Would you want
Gajillion.
that getting
I like the way
washed
she
down
said
your gullet
gajillion.
Day in and day out? I didn't think so. You can have as much as you like. Just please don't put your lips on the faucet.
Reasonable
It's
request.
so unsanitary.
Seeing a biological research station this full of seed? No.
Yay, we did it. Yeah, I mean, that's Raichu. That's something that is literally, it feels like it's meant to breed embarrassment, right? Because it's like, oh, how dare you have questions and want to actually learn and like find knowledge about the world that you're like living in as a second grader. So that would have made you 7. How dare you be a 7-year-old interested in the world? How dare you, Raichu? Ridiculous. This is why we don't have fucking scientists and fucking. This is why we don't have scientists and fucking and STEM people, because it's like they're literally just like pooping on them. Place me in the back of the class because my last name. Yeah, that's I again. Being placed in the back of the class, pretty shitty. Oh, let's go somewhere. Like, I really just wish parents seemingly gave a little bit more of a shit about their children. You know, some parents really do care, and it really is obvious. But like, I feel like a lot of them just give like absolutely no shits. Coffee mug chat? Another show that girls and assigned female at birth kids typically get seen as having ADHD and struggle because of yeah. I know that I'm grokking what you're picking out, right, Shu? Yeah, like that women express ADHD in a different way, and AFAB individuals express ADHD in a different way than men and AMAB individuals do. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. And because of that, like a lot of AFAB people get left out and get left behind in a really unfortunate way. 17 before I had to initiate it when my dad was diagnosed. Really? Yeah, because I'm sure like finding out that your dad had ADHD was really like, well, what about me? Right? Like I'm sure there was that moment when he was like talking about his symptoms or whatever, and you were like, well, I have similar stuff to that, right? Which probably. So it's like, Lamau, thanks for helping me make me a social pariah. Yeah. You know, it's just one of those things, right, where it's like a good teacher is worth its weight in gold, and a bad teacher is worth the school district's weight in shit. Which sucks. Which really sucks, because then you get these teachers, some of whom are literally on a power trip, right? And just love being in charge of like a little human, right? Just love it. It's like just literally primer and powder pack. Weird. It's just literally about power for them, which is so gross. And like, that person should not be around children. The person shouldn't be around humans, let alone small impressionable individuals. Yeah, that's also very true, Moo Kitty. Because it doesn't really feel like in school. I mean, that's an aspect of the societal level indoctrination for sure. Because in school, learning stuff is secondary in importance to being able to regurgitate stuff onto a page. It does not matter if you learn the thing. All that matters is that you can... Oh, nice. All that matters is that you can... You know... all that matters is that you can take that information and then just regurgitate it, and then you're on to the next thing immediately, right? Like, it doesn't... There's no... You know, it builds into itself, but only in a very minimal sense, unfortunately. Which is, like, again, just not the way that we need to be teaching people. Thank you for the follow, Alexis the Shiny Latias? That's a Pokemon, right? Latias? I never knew how to pronounce that one. That one's like the... There's like... They're like cool... It's blue... There's like a blue and a red one, right? And they're like kind of like flying... They look a little bit like Lugia. I like that one. The ones who are on a power trip usually cause me the most stress, to the point where I was physically ill because of them. Yeah, I feel that, Ruby. I feel that. That's a very relatable statement. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is that's a lie. That you do have to do the work, Moo Kitty, because that's how they represent whether or not they get funding, right? What was it? No Child Left Behind, the Bush administration, they really are the cause of that. And because now, whenever a school's funding is completely dictated on whether or not a child does well on standardized testing, which is ridiculous, right? Like, I always thought that the concept behind No Child Left Behind was good, but the implementation was terrible. Like, what? The whole point is that no child should be left behind then, right? So why are we making it so the children who are doing the worst on the test are getting the least amount of money? Don't they need the most amount of money? Doesn't it need to be the opposite? Latias, awesome. You're a Pokemon. You love to see it. I want to know what a shiny Latias looks like. Shiny. Oh, it's gold. Oh, I love it. Man, they're so cool. The gold Latias. That's neat, dude. Yeah, welcome in. It's wild because the power trip obsessed people even continued into college. Yeah. Yeah, no, college professors can totally have that same level of power trip too, and it's just like, what are you doing? You're literally an adult now. Like, it's just kind of pathetic, to be honest. Like, come on. We're just you know, we're just trying to learn. We're just trying to get the knowledge so that way we can get the good job and do whatever, right? Why are you gonna make everything so difficult? Why do you gotta gatekeep? Why do you gotta, like, not be accommodating? And if you do want to gatekeep and you don't want to be accommodating, maybe you shouldn't be a fucking teacher. Like, maybe the job's just not for you. And that's valid, but don't fucking force a bunch of, like, new minds that are eager to be sculpted, and don't push them through the fucking machine, you know, and warp them, right? I mean, it's, like, not hard. You can look up my profile picture as well to look it up too. Oh, nice. Yeah, that sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point, Moo Kitty, because it's like, if your parents are telling you you're gonna fail, then of course it's not gonna be surprising if you do fail. That was the expectation. Like, fuck that noise. That's incredibly toxic. That's not cool. Oh, I'm looking at the profile picture. I think it was more prevalent for me in college. Yeah, I know some college professors can be on a super hard trip. You're in college right now, and your professor told the classmate off for asking for excused absence for a job interview. Wow, that's really absurd. I mean, that's really absurd to me, because, I mean, you're an adult, and you're literally paying for the opportunity to go to this school. if you don't want to show up to the classes, that's your prerogative. I like your profile picture. Very cool. Like, come on. Like, professor who would literally tell people in front of the class that they don't deserve to be majoring in the thing they're interested in. Deserve to be majoring in? What? That's silly. Passed with a 69 in college. Nice. Yeah, I mean, who the fuck are you to determine whether or not somebody should or shouldn't be interested in majoring in something? Like, that just feels like almost like low-key racist, sexist. Like, I just can't even imagine like saying that to anybody, being like, you don't deserve to fucking learn. How fucking dare that person? How dare that person be like, you don't deserve to know knowledge. This knowledge isn't for you. Man, fuck you, dude. I'll learn you know what? That's just gonna make me learn even harder. This is gonna make me learn even harder now. I'm gonna start learning even harder. Yeah, that film course that you mentioned the other day, Red Shoe, sounds really cool. I'm gonna die. Classical wind ensemble culture. What instrument do you play, Ruby? Classical wind? So I'm picturing like flute, maybe oboe? The mowing the lawn thing happening again. Daddy. Yes. Percussionist / drummer. Oh, really? Yeah, I hotkeyed them and then I ran out, and when you run out, it removes your hotkey. Unfortunately, I did have them hotkeyed for a while, and then they ran out. I've been running through a lot of stim packs. That's really cool that you're a percussionist, Ruby. That's neat. I think we're gonna go ahead and call the stream there today, chat. But thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me. Let me go heal up real quick and get that little save going. Yeah, we've been having this conversation about school and stuff for a little bit now. But thanks for hopping in and saying hi. Here we go. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with me today. I super appreciate it. We're gonna just go ahead and pivot back on over. There we go. And I'm just gonna throw in a hard save. Here we go. Been a hot minute since we've saved. Oh man, well, that was like 3 levels ago. Yeah, glad I saved. Holy shit. That would be really nasty to lose all that progress. All right, but yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me today. I super appreciate all y'all lurkers, chatters, everybody supporting the show in the various ways that all y'all do. I super appreciate ya. Let me just roll back, see who we got going, so that way I can give them a quick little shout out. Thanks so much, y'all. I super appreciate it. We're gonna be sending a raid on out. Let me just give these lovely shout outs to everybody who supported the show today. Thank you, Remy, for the follow, Fritter for the follow and the raid, Stronger Than Hun, Crazy Pyro 1170, and XZ2 for the follows. The Bushcraft Wizard for the follow, Fartnock Live for the raid, and Alexis the Shining Latius. Again, thank you so much for that follow. I'm Timber the Wizard. I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 to 5, from starting at 2 p.m. EST. And we do all kinds of stuff. I also do stuff over on Knights of the Bantams channel, who are a socialist collective of tabletop role-playing creators. And I'm in a couple of streams over there. And we got some other cool stuff coming up that I can't talk about yet, but we're going to be announcing soon. But yeah, thanks again thanks again, everybody, just for coming and hanging out with me. Who should we raid? Who should we send a nice little raid on out to? Man, I'm liking this music. Let's see. Is anybody? I wonder if has anybody posted in my Discord in the promo channel? Let's find out. Ooh, there's a note. There's a little dinger. No, okay. Okay, let me see who is live so we can send some love on out. Just me, yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what? I see AOL. She is playing Metroid. I love me some Metroid. We're gonna go ahead and raid on her. I really like. She's playing the first Metroid. She's playing Metroid Prime. Such a cool game. Real cool experience, especially like on the Wii. I really gotta play that one. I've only played Metroid Prime 3 on the Wii, and that game is so good. Like, that game is slaps. I also gotta get what's it called? I gotta get Metroid Dread. Man, that game looks cool too. But you know, that can be for future goodness. But yeah, thanks so much again. I just want to say thanks to everybody for hanging out with me today. I super appreciate all y'all on this Wednesday afternoon. Just coming and having a little, sharing your magic with me. And shared magic makes all the magic much stronger, more powerful, more potent. And with that, eventually we'll be able to take over the world. So again, just thanks everybody for coming and hanging out today. I super appreciate all y'all. If I don't catch y'all on Wednesday, I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. It is Monday. What did I say? What day did I say, Raichu? I meant to say Monday. Oh, jeez. Jeez, Rick. I said the wrong day in the outro. But thanks for coming to this Monday stream. I super appreciate it. We'll be back on Wednesday, but if I don't see you Wednesday, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And, make sure to stay magical out there. I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, bye, everybody. Bye. So long. Peace.